файлов. Так что я думаю, они справятся. Говорится, круг аплодисментов на барабане. Они автоматически начнут уже отмечать. Рандомайзер сам не отмечает ничего. Это просто приложуха, которая позволяет это делать.
So normally in the base game there's only, I believe, 6 ice traps.
Yeah, I think there's 6.
Yeah, but because of your generous donations, we have now times that by 6. I was trying to think of how you say times 6. But we have times that by 6.
Spike.
So now
there's your second mistake.
Quite often. Oh, by 5, 6.
Don't never do math on stream. It's always a terrible idea.
Спайк где-то вышел под рейджем, потому что им там что-то задонатили. Испугался. Все нормально. Спидранеры тоже люди, они умеют бояться. Когда накидывают тебе челленджи, думаешь, что не справишься. Большая аудитория. Ну, Спайк в Вегете не в первый раз, он справится. Зашакалило сильно нашего друга Спайк Вегету, но они начали. У каждого свой цвет. И на него, по-моему, тоже донатили. Фиолетовый Маджора и Royal Blue. Первая комната, которую посещает Спайк Вегета, это комната Мидо. Такого парня в деревне здесь местного, у которого есть сундуки. Очень жаль, что нам это не показывают, это очень важно, потому что в этих сундуках пока мы получаем основной лут. Во-первых, так, синяя, красная рупия и сердечко. Спайк Вегета молодец. Они идут в разные места. Ага, хукшот в этом сейф-файле они определили. Я надеюсь, это один сейф-файл, аккуратно мне не... Ну, сейчас проверим. Ну, видимо, да. Спайк Вегета сохранится и выйдет. Вернется назад. Ему нужно вернуться назад, потому что это сейф явно не для дитя. Как определяется сейф для ребенка или нет? По выпавшим шмоткам в разных сундуках, в 5 разных сундуках на первой локации. Так что он бежит за хукшотом. Фанту больше повезло, потому что он туда пошел первый. Спайк Вегета все проверил в более надежном месте, но там ничего не оказалось, к сожалению. В этом зарандомленном мире, так сказать, случайно сгенерированном, будем выражаться по-русски, нам предложили... предложили только смену туник. То есть туники под разным цветом. И все ящики имеют разные предметы. Не самый сложный сгенерированный мир. Звуки не стали генерировать, что было бы круто, прикольно, кринжово. Что? Ага, что-то у них случилось, они решили сделать паузу. Ну, ладно. У меня больше времени поговорить. Итак, звуки сгенерированы. И еще весь мир можно полностью поменять в качестве входов-выходов, но это уже спидран на 8 часов. Следующий по сложности, после случайно сгенерированных сундуков, будет использование скулатул, потому что в мире 100 скулатул. Это такие пауки, после уничтожения которых остается их эмблема. Вот. И эти эмблемы все заменены на что-то другое. Ну, не все, а как бы они входят в пул рандома, так сказать. И из пауков могут вываливаться шмотки, там, лук, или туника, или ключи какие-нибудь боссовские. Вот. В этом рандомайзере не будет зарандомлено ключей. В этом генераторе. Случайно. Будут обычные данжи. Сейчас мы дойдем до церкви Хайрула. подрастем, так сказать, потому что нам дали хукшот, кошку. Это самая лучшая шмотка почти, что, которая позволяет куда угодно добираться. У ребенка сейчас нет меча, мы не нашли ни меч, ни щит. Щит можно купить, но они не были в магазине. Я так понимаю, что магазин тоже не входит в пул рандомных вещей, потому что есть генераторы, которые позволяют и шмотки в магазине менять и под разные цены их ставить. Они бывают бесполезные, бывают супер полезные и очень дорогие или супер дешевые. Ну, по-разному. И поскольку у нас нет никакого приспособления, чтобы сражаться, мы отправимся в церковь и станем взрослым. Нам дадут меч, без щита, правда. Но у нас уже будет крюк-кошка, и мы сможем посещать какие-то места. Вот. Ну, я начал слышать звук. Или мне кажется, нет, печатание. Бутербродик.
We got $10 from Mo HLPC, who just says, "Fire it up!" I am 100% in favor of this. It has been cold and rainy here all day, and I could absolutely use some fire. Not too much fire, though. I have a lot of electronics that I would hate to
Видимо,
have anything happen to them.
технические шоколадки. Шоколадки. Кошечки, котята.
Got
Ну вот
$5
это вот
from
всё.
Aladdin.
Нам вернут все в скором
No
времени, я
comment.
уверен.
But thank you so much for your generosity,
Ну.
Aladdin. We appreciate that.
Или G-baited, не знаю. Ну, посмотрим.
We got $100 from the Matt sign. So glad to see GDQ giving us a way to help out in these crazy times.
Так, концовка Dark Souls. Связать огонь или темный лорд. Угу. Угу. Ни о чем мне не говорит, правда, ну ладно. Я умер. Отличный файл name, я умер. За $100. Точнее, у него всего $100.
Alright, we have $75 from Gato de Kansas. Thank you.
Я так понимаю, это из-за того, что Спайка Гетта почему-то у него либо стрим обваливается, либо, может быть, что-то с фреймами. Сложно ему захватить его стрим. Не знаю. Поэтому у нас такие перерывы. Ногой провод задел. Кстати, да, классика у некоторых людей.
We have $25 from Anonymous. No comment. But thank you for generosity, Anonymous. $20 from Nux121. Happy to see speedrunners entertaining us all over the world from their homes. Let's hope we can raise enough money to make a difference. Thank you for your generosity, Nux121. Every little bit helps to make a difference. We are, of course, raising money here this weekend for direct relief. Direct relief in fact, you know what? Let's take a little bit of a moment here. So let's talk about Direct Relief. You may have heard of them. They are a very, very well-regarded charity. And in fact, right now they are working to provide for personal protective equipment for.
Не понимаю, почему человек так запинается, когда говорит о Direct Relief. Ждем, грустим, все верно.
Such as masks, gowns, and gloves that are most needed around the world. In addition to providing the PPE, Direct Relief is supporting U.S. community clinics and health centers with chronic disease medications to make sure that people living with those conditions do not get into acute crisis as a result of the surge of people needing medical care due to COVID-19. And all right, look, I've gotten the word. Let's take it on back. It's time for that Ocarina of Time randomizer you've all been waiting for. Fant, Spike, go get him.
Ура, они готовы вернуться. Так, и что они решили сбросить файл? Ага.
Old John.
Old John. Saku and Old John, we're going to go out on a journey. We're going to be playing the seed both at the same time, sharing information, working together to make the seed as fast as possible.
Теперь они на этот раз объяснили, что сид у них, или точнее, сгенерированный мир будет один для обоих. Я не удивлюсь, если они сбросят вот этот мир, потому что он немного парашный.
Okay, I'll tell you what, fan. I didn't like our play last time. I'm gonna go over to the Kokiri sword.
No, I'm gonna go over there as well. No, we're both going over there.
Oh my gosh. Okay, fine. Well,
I think something good
Пакеты не помогло.
Instinct that.
Они не сбросили... Как его? В общем, не сбросили. Сгенерированный мир, похоже. Да, не сбросили. Они пытаются удивляться тому, что у них там кошка. Ну, немножко удивительно, что у Спайка где-то такое с интернетом. Я не знаю, где он живет, но он как бы серьезный парень, насколько я знаю, в спидранах. Обида. Ну, насладимся тогда хотя бы Фэнтом. Как я говорил, мы сейчас покинем лес и отправимся в церковь.
Hey, there's this one character not blocking us from exiting Kokiri Forest. And that's just one of many things that have been changed with the randomizer to make it a little bit more open.
В рандомайзер добавили возможность скипать кат-сцены и все тексты моментально, поэтому, как вы видели, мы просто пробежали мимо. Нас никто не блокировал.
The door of time that normally is locked by 3 spiritual stones is just open by default, so you can just go right there. The door is open, and
мы играем. Они, скорее всего, играют версию сгенерированного мира, который как правильно сказать-то? Неважно. В общем, дверь в церковь тоже открыта. Им не нужно собирать 3 медальона, если вы в курсе дела. Вот эти вот прекрасные камни, которые абсолютно бесполезны в обычном прохождении, подсказывают, что нужно делать. Они имеют текст. Они говорят, что где может находиться, или какая локация полезна, какая бесполезна. Это классное использование камней, которые реально бесполезны. По крайней мере, в Ocarina времени. Мажоры маски, маски-мажоры, они это поменяли, сделали получше. Они не стали сразу взрослыми идти. Ну ладно, хорошо, тогда... Спайк Вегета пошел туда, куда я предполагал пойдет. Ну, там дополнительно сделает все квесты и получит предметы, если какие-то получит. Получил яйцо, это ванилла яйцо. Ванила означает, что там вещь изначально предполагалось, что и вы там ее получите. Вот. А также он получил замерзайку. Таких не так много в игре, но они есть. Сердце бесполезное. Давайте посмотрим, насколько я далеко или близко. 4, 0, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Сейчас самое время синхронизироваться, пока не рестартнули рестрим. Итак, Спайк где-то сразу принялся хвататься за длинную палку. У него есть яйцо, оно не сильно нужно. Фэнд решает немножко помучить детство и найти какие-нибудь предметы. В любом случае, кто-то должен начать использовать крюк-кошку. Это будет правильно.
Yeah, in order to beat the seed.
And then as soon as Fant wants those, I can transfer that information over to him.
Yeah, of course. In order to beat the seed, we need to collect.
Так, значит, Фэнд отправляется на рыбалку. Видимо. Еще заходит по пути этот камень, который подскажет ему, что крюк-кошка там. Где-то. Я не знаю, решили ли они замешать немножко вещей в Скулатулы, но судя по тому, что Спайк где-то не убил сейчас Скулатулу именно в том месте, в котором он зашел, то значит нет. Так, Фэнд собирает информацию вообще по миру. Ну, они так и за 2 часа, в принципе, могут пройти.
Forest and Shadow.
So that means Deku, Water, and Jabu are 3 stones. Now we don't necessarily need those 3 stones to beat the seed. Those do not contribute to making the Rainbow Bridge to get into Ganon's castle.
Окончание данжей, которые телепортируют нас из данжа, имеют в этом генераторе особое окончание. И они сейчас их нашли. Правильно сказать, Спайк Вегетта получил информацию, когда вышел, ну, будучи взрослым. Там вся информация написана. Так, вот и пошла рыбалка. Посмотрим, что на рыбалке. Что на зевающем чуваке? Он допрыгнет? Да, допрыгнет. И это сердечко. Опять ванила. Какой-то ванильный сид.
Another hintstone right here. Collecting Kukos is dead. All right, piece of heart, rip.
All right. Kukos, of course, referring to the
Так, еще одна ловушка ледяная. Неплохое, это неплохо. Он получил перчатку усиления, чтобы можно было поднимать кусты и камни. Но... и бомбы. Бомбы. И без нее взрослый тоже не может поднимать бомбу. Насколько я помню. Поскольку у нас есть Ocarina в самом начале игры, мы сразу запускаем квест на пугало. Это вполне оптимально. У них уже открыты все карты данжей, то есть у них есть заранее собранные карты и компасы. Они не будут выпадать по спидрану. И босс-ключи тоже не будут выпадать. Босс-ключи тоже собраны. Так, что у нас тут? Минуэт леса. Это хороший ранний пикап, потому что у него же есть хукшот. Ему не хватает какого-нибудь атакующего предмета, хотя бы палки.
One thing that's important early on is managing your time of day. So really, right now, I'm waiting for it to turn nighttime and try to get as much as I could done in Lake Hylia and get over to the bridge in time for it to
Да,
turn
фан
night.
собирает
You see,
всю
it's just now
информацию
hitting
и
sunset,
собирает
so
голдишка.
jumping
Голдишка,
up the chains to
в
grab
принципе,
some rupees,
пригождается
and
хотя бы
normally
купить
I'd
щит, если
head
вы его не
into, the market in order to check the child shooting gallery, but because this is
Посмотрим,
co-op, you
что
can share
еще Спайк
information.
Вегета нашел
Spike's already done that,
на
found out it's the
кладбище.
Kokiri sword, I believe. Correct me
Пока
if I'm
Спайк
wrong,
Вегета
Spike.
находит всякую
Yes,
ерунду.
I can
treasure
just wait
chest
for
gang
it.
is the Kokiri sword, yep.
Yeah, so I'm just waiting for it to hit night there, and I
Сейчас
can
он
immediately
посмотрит
turn in a
через
Richard's
текстуры,
Dog.
увидит,
It's a
что у нас тут.
child-only check
Там
and
тоже
cat
рупия
weekend.
вроде.
I'm about to do the Dompe race right here. If
А нет, он
the best I've ever
решает
done is a
убить
47. I'm probably gonna get like a 50 something today.
Скулатулу.
Oh,
Это значит,
that's
что
not good RNG right off the
скулатулы
bat. It is completely
тоже,
random
видимо, как-то
how Dompe's
замешаны.
gonna spit out fires at you.
Обычно для
Just
не
like
сильно
the
сложного
sniper, if I do say so myself.
генератора ставят 20 и 30 скулатул.
47 for me is like he never makes me slow down and my movement's good.
Тем временем у нас гонка с дампы. Если все будет хорошо, то 45, 46, 47 секунд у него займет эта гонка. Можно писать в чат, чтобы угадать. Это обычная игра в Зельде. Ну, угадывание времени. Все интересно. Так, мы принесли собачку Ричарда Франгерзи, так сказать. Получили 10 бомбчу. Бомбчу очень хорошо. Так, дампа дает ничего. Ага. Бесполезную способность, окей. Полезная способность была бы синенькая. Она позволяет телепортироваться. Зеленая позволяет телепортироваться, и красная это огонь. Синяя ерунда. Так, яйцо он не стал поднимать, потому что ему уже сказали, что там яйцо. Кооп проявляется в том, что они играют на одном генераторе. Это сгенерированный мир, рандомно сгенерированный мир случайно. И они уже знают, они не посещают одни и те же места для каждого человека. Один человек посещает одни места, другой человек другие. В этом проявляется кооп. Поэтому 3 часа это сверхголовы. Я думаю, они за 2 часа должны справиться с таким. Я бы не сказал, что Спайк Вегета супер крутой спидранер, но это... вспомнил, о чем хотел сказать, что это, скорее всего, они используют рандомный мир, в котором не нужно использовать гличи. Что это значит? Что предмет не будет положен или выложен, не знаю, закодирован. Предмет не будет в другой предмет. Таким образом, чтобы вам пришлось как-то читерить. Все можно достать легально. Ой, не достал. Так, используем минуэт, получаем другую мелодию. Мелодию Сари. Хорошо.
Quality of life change, as I call it, for the randomizer. That's the stealth sequence that normally you have to go through in order to get to the song. And it made this check really time-consuming and kind of unbalanced, I suppose. So they just decided to remove it.
Убрали секцию со стражами. Нам не придется сейчас пробегать мимо стражей. Сразу получим мелодию. Тут мы получили карту, но она нам не нужна. Так, это у нас Реквием духов. Хорошо. Это хороший телепорт. Самый дальний. В пустыню. Так, ну я так понимаю, он скоро закончит секцию с ребенком, но он получил бомбчу, поэтому будет сейчас проверять все вот эти вот подземные ходы. Тем временем Спайк Вегета зачищает лесную локацию. Я не помню, как она называется по-русски. Квестовый итем, хорошо. Или плохо, сложно сказать.
Oh, that's nice.
Это
I like to see
скрижаль
that.
под меч.
Considering we just found those 10 bomb shoes, that's very nice.
Yeah, so we'll be able to show off a nice little skip into Dongo's cavern using bomb shoes to just go straight to the end. So I found 2 more Way of the Hero hits, Lake Hylia. That's where we found a strength upgrade, so that could very much be what we're looking for there.
Okay.
And the Temple of Time is also on the Way of the Hero. Now, there's not much in Temple of the Time. It's 1 song, and it is a 1 item. And the song is locked behind whatever the Forest Medallion is. Once you get that, the game says, okay, you beat the Forest Temple, so Sheik and Temple of Time is going to give you a song. Since this is randomizer, the dungeon rewards are shuffled, and our Forest Medallion is in Dodongo's cavern.
А, нет, он не получил. Хотя нет, получил. Я не видел, где Спайк и Гетто получил серебряную чешую. Она позволяет дольше находиться под водой. И, соответственно, нырять глубже. Но она не сильно полезна, если вы имеете железные сапоги. Повезло, что он не умер. Это достаточно сильные противники в начале. И Спайк и Гетто собрал почти все сундуки. Все сундуки со льдом. Трэп, так сказать. Самую полезную, одну из самых полезных мелодий нам дает Сария. Это мелодия колыбельная Зельды.
We'll have some seeds. Like the last seed we did, I had only 5 health until like the end of the seed, and then I magically got 6 at the end. But you got stuff like Iron Knuckle enemies that you find in the Spirit Temple in Ganon's Castle, where if you run into them, they do 16 hearts of damage. If you're running on like stuff like quad damage and whatnot, they would still do 4 here, so that'd be not a fun time. I don't know, we'll see.
Так, он возвращается в ребенка. Использовал крюк-кошку, но ничего интересного не нашел. Сейчас он пойдет по пятам Фента и соберет важные мелодии, я так понимаю. Так, тут у нас хпшечка, нам сюда не нужно. Я бы сказал, что очень сложный попался им рандом. Он такой неоднозначный. Он сначала байтит, что надо пойти использовать хукшот, но это как бы не оптимально. Потому что сейчас Спайк и Гетто отправился в то место, где, в принципе, используется этот хукшот. В основном, но ничего там не нашел. Так, покупает Фент палку и, видимо, побольше палок. И щит купить должен он. И отправиться в первое подземелье. Он очень быстро. Дерево деку. Возможно, он там найдет что-то полезное. Спайк где-то отправился заправить Ричарда к своей хозяйке. Как и говорил, он следует пока что по пятам Фента. Фента, оказывается, пока что лучший раут. Ну, по крайней мере, лучшая идея идти и дальше продолжать собирать информацию за ребенка. Но они поделились, поэтому, в принципе, все нормально. Спайк и Гетто тоже набрал свою информацию.
There's a carpet salesman over there that will sell you a pack of shoes.
$200 for 10 more, so, you know, not exactly cheap, but... Gonna use the Deku stick here. You actually don't need to use the Deku stick for that jump, it just makes it even freer than it needs to be. When it's nighttime, for whatever reason, those guards are extremely blind, so... Alright, so let me finish right now. Dodongo's Cavern is barren, and Death Mountain Crater is barren. And again, Fant and I are trying to share one Google Sheet right here to make sure that...
Сказать, Свет, туники вас не обманывают, это стандартная туника. Все туники перекрашены. Только в меню они показывают, что они что-то имеют. Какую-то силу. Либо дышать под водой, либо воздействовать, противодействовать огню. Жару.
Being able to know where they all are in advance means you can speed up quite a few dungeons. Water Temple being one of them. It's one of those dungeons, you just need the boss key. It's a stone in this case, we may not have to go in there at all, but you never know. Then there's dungeons like the Forest Temple where you always need all the keys in the dungeons and it's pretty linear, so you can speed up a couple things, but both of us for the large part are going to be like, I got a nice trap, I'm a fool.
Тоже одурачили Фента, хотя бы разулю. Тоже он попался. И сердца он поднимает, ему не везет. Здесь ничего интересного нет, да? Обидно.
Yeah, we have found all 5 of our Way of the Hero hints now, so we're not going to get any more information there.
Okay.
Yeah, good old friend, the Shadow Temple.
Alright, so got my Requiem of Spirit. Very helpful warp song right there. I'm gonna jump up the chains one more time, get to 78 rupees. Did you check the Boulder of Destiny, our good friend?
Yeah, that is the claim check, so you probably want to go in there just in case.
Just in case, yeah, let's grab it. So we do want to be careful with these 10 bomb chews.
Как где-то объясняют, что бомбчу нужно постараться по максимуму сохранить, потому что, возможно, мы еще не скоро увидим бомбы, но мы узнаем об этом попозже.
We might have had a seed earlier this week where there are 3 bomb bags in the entire game. All 3 of them were in the Fire Temple the other night, and we never had to go in the Fire Temple. So we beat the seed without a bomb bag.
Так случилось, говорит Спайк, что все мешки с бомбами оказались в одном подземелье. А нам туда не нужно было. И мы прошли игру без бомб. Замечательная игра.
Well, absolutely, I can do that. We've got $30 from Yero-chan. As someone who was a math major, let me say that I get my words mixed up just as much as Spike does.
Thank you, I appreciate that we had a kind donation first about that.
And
it's coming over to pick up.
Oh, no time for another?
No, you can go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, we have $20 from Lady Danger. Can't wait to be entertained for the next 3 hours, all in support of a good cause. This extra setup time will give us more of an opportunity to hear about Spike's journey from a math major to a
Неприятный рандом пока что. Пользуется Фент приемом, запрыгнуть под определенным углом. Первый раз запрыгивает изи. А также достает сразу же горячую палку из кармана. Это сильно, это сильно.
But if you put out your Deku stick or put it away while it's lit, and the tip of the Deku stick goes through the lit flame on a torch, it'll just stay lit when you pull it out as long as that torch is still loaded in the game. Very useful, and that's probably not going to be the first time we use that. Okay, coming up on Goma here, Deku Tree so far.
Отправляемся к боссу. Возможно, что-то интересное нам уронит.
You don't have to go anywhere except maybe the boss, and maybe not even that. This is a stone after all. Gonna go for a quick kill.
Тем временем Спайк посещает
stabbing, dropping another nut, stab, stab, and there goes Goma.
Very nice.
Пустынную локацию. Собирает максимальное количество информации.
I just read the flare dancers have a slingshot up at the top of the Fire Temple. Let's see. Let's go get a little better look. Not 100% sure what was up there.
Okay, a big Poe.
Получил, значит, бутылку. Фэнт. Бутылка для взрослого, потому что...
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Spike read a hint, so now I'm stuck with this thing. I may.
Yeah, so you're good there.
По не достать.
No, I definitely am going to do that. So, yeah, the big Poe, you can't get rid of it without turning it in. So I am going to attempt to turn it in and just clean that up so I have it for later. Now, if I need to collect Skulltulas, I can do that. If I need a fairy for safety, hopefully not, but you never know.
So I did a save right before this check. If this is something that
Фонтаны феи тоже с рандомными шмотками. Магию, бывает, можно найти просто из обычного сундучка. Может быть, из этой феи ему будет магия. Посмотрим. И спайковый где-то пропал.
I am sitting at 4 hearts. There is a full heart in the open grotto down in South Hyrule.
If we happen to be passing by there, might not be a bad one.
Okay, I did not make
Проверку прошел.
by forgetting the Ocarina memory game. That was nothing, thankfully. So that's one of the
Сердечко получил за игру на флейте, что ж это печально. Этот сейф какой-то прям вообще не марафон-френдли. Все разбросано как-то очень паршиво.
Is going to give you
yeah, I think that'd be a good play.
Song of Time. Should I go into Zora's River, maybe?
I'm going to be able to buy everything but one thing. And lacking Deku Sticks, well, I'll still go blow chew on the Wolfos Grotto. Let me get some rupees here.
Одна палка осталась у Фента. Спайк где-то, видимо, не услышал Фента или не слышит, или они не слышат друг друга. А, окей, это другое место. Хорошо. Я не увидел, что он там получил. Блин, плохо, когда один лагает.
Head out, check some hint stones, and then hopefully can make it through all these bombable
Так,
checks.
песня времени, что является самой бесполезной мелодией, была получена. Очень жаль. Так, почему он не зашел в фонтан? А там никого нет. Точно. Так, Фент сохранился и будет обузить сейф, потому что ему нужно убить 2 волков. Если с них не выпадет здесь ничего полезное, то он засейвит и... В общем, все засейвит. В зависимости от того, что здесь упадет. Это сердце. И тогда перезагружаемся. Я надеюсь. И Фент решил сохранить. Он сохранился специально, чтобы заобузить, но решил не обузить. Ну ладно. Волшебный горох, да, как жить. Опа, заплатил, чтобы получить большую рупию. Интересно, интересно. Прекрасно, замечательно. Еще одна большая рупия для нашего спидранера в другом месте.
Check off Zora's domain as well. I'll get the 2 checks in there, and then I'll take the warp out to Lake Hylia and pick up my strength upgrade.
Опа, магию показали где. Сейчас он скажет, где магия, я не увидел. Ой, и нашел бомбы, лол. Четко, четко. Плюс бомбы. Бомбы это очень хорошо.
What's frogs 2, Spike?
Frogs too. Okay, so the frogs that I'm passing by right below me down on those lawns.
Спайк, где-то пригодилась информация.
One for playing Song of Storms and one for playing all of the child songs plus a very long song that we'll see if I remember or not once we get there. Maybe I've got a cheat sheet for it somewhere.
Проходит как раз мимо лягушек, которым можно проиграть мелодию, если им проиграть. Два набора, один из одной мелодии и другой из 6 мелодий различных, собранных по миру. Они дают разные награды. И магию дают за 6 мелодий. Вроде как. Магию достаточно неприятно спрятали далеко. Я не помню, откуда это. А, это песня света, окей. Про людей света. Телепорт. Фенту повезло или не повезло. А, он в курсе. Спайк где-то ему сказал, что здесь будет телепорт. Окей, Спайк был здесь первый. Сейчас Фент соберет все, что нужно, и, скорее всего, телепортируется во взрослого. Потому что он там еще ни разу не был. Дут. Шашка спит.
Says simply one thing. Do it.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, thank you so much, Anonymous. That is incredibly generous.
Anonymous, definitely my favorite donator.
Да, прелюдия света поможет ему телепортироваться сразу в этот темпл, закончить в этом храме, рядом с этим храмом все дела и стать взрослым. Так, из ассасинов Пог. Ассасины все скопировали. Пог. Как же лагает Спайк Вегетта, ё-моё.
So I'm doing a couple out-of-the-way checks here just to be safe. One of them is the Fairy Fountain in Hyrule Castle. I unlocked bombs, so I have ZL. Might as well go over here and check it. There's not really a good time ever to check this. You just kind of have to go out there and do it at some point.
Сколько у меня появились бомбы? Мне нужно проверить этот фонтан. Если понадобится, проверю только я, а если нет, то и Спайк где-то сюда тоже зайдет.
Also getting bomb shoe bowling out of the way. That's locked by the bomb bag. There's two of them, two prizes in there that we'll be looking for.
Да, здесь ерунда лежит, повезло. Над чем-то смеется Фент, видимо, Вегетта. Шутит. Судя по количеству ХП, Спайк Вегетта нашел очередную ловушку. Четвертую. В итоге пятую для двоих.
Yeah, it was nothing that I could get to. I think you read a hint that the hammer was nothing. The Goron City hammer gotcha. So.
Так, но он не стал превращаться в взрослого. И что он планирует? Деньги просто собрать? Или что-то еще? Интересно, что задумано, что здесь будут монеты. Зачем? Не понимаю.
Gonna head in here and check what is on Bomb Shoe Bowling. So you can know what rewards you're going to get in advance because the models that you see on screen for an item are accurate to what that item is going to be. So I'll be able to see instantly.
Сейчас посмотрим, дадут ли нам модель. Что нам предлагают? Бомб. Просто восстановление бомб, нам это не надо. Взрываем все бомбчу и пробуем еще раз.
Oh, I had another
Посмотрим
bomb
на
shoot.
следующий
Oh, I had 3 more
приз.
bomb shoes. Math mistakes all around.
Окей, мы проиграли, играем снова.
And a purple
Рупия
rupee, so
большая,
it's
она нам
not
не
that I
нужна,
needed, so
мы
I'm
валим.
just piecing out of there. And we'll finally head adult. After I talk
И
to
теперь
the
Фэн
very
наконец-то
important-
станет взрослым. Ну да, потенциально Фэн до сих пор не нашел даже меч Кокири. То есть ему вообще нечем бить, у него просто палками бьет. Ну как бы. Как в принципе и Спайк и Гет. Сейчас, будучи ребенком. Но сейчас Фэнту позволено будет сделать немножко больше. Он, скорее всего, отправится в пещеру Дудонга.
And we'll be checking a couple things
Это самое, наверное,
that,
полезное, сейчас куда
Spike
можно
pointed out for
пойти.
me that are useful. So, Spike, what am I looking at in CRDQ? What should I be looking for in there?
И туда он направляется через Кокорико. Спайка замутили. Он без голоса для нас. Что-то он рассказывает нам Фэнту.
Okay, yeah, so he says I'm going to go get Minuet, and I'll also go
Фэн говорит, что
the-
Фэн передает
the cow shed,
слова
as we call it, it's just,
великого
Impus
Спайка о том,
cow,
что ему
I think
понадобится
is the
Минуэт.
name that most people refer to it as, and that's going to give you a silver scale. And but outside of that, not
Ему
much
надо
in
поговорить с
CRDQ.
коровой.
First, I'm going to check a couple things
Корова
Spike
даст
wasn't
ему
able to
как раз
do
вот
when
эту
he was down
чешуйку
there.
серебряную,
One of those
для того,
being
чтобы
the
нырять
Rebed
поглубже, потому что
grotto.
до сих пор
So
не найдены
bobbable grotto, right in
железные
the center. And
путцы.
I'll be the first one to check it. And I just noticed it is nighttime, but I don't need to worry about time of day right now. I was nervous a little bit, but the only thing locked by daytime is buying a shield, which I would love to do, but more important to go fast, right?
Ночью в этой деревне нельзя будет только купить щит. В принципе, мне это не страшно, все остальное я и смогу собрать. Я бы сказал, что они вполне успешно двигаются с общей собранной информацией. Если этот сид проходить в соло, но этот сид часа на 3 точно.
Spike relayed info to me that Slingshot is one of the bottom grottos in South Hyrule, so that's logical access to beat the Deku Tree, which was a big Poe, and I forgot to turn it in now that I think about it. But also that, what was the other hit that you read there? It was Dead Hand and Well was nothing.
Так, он, видимо, либо ошибся, либо еще,
Yeah,
что
so
взял сердце.
Yeah, Dead Hand is nothing.
Здесь он соберет
Yeah, there's my silver scale.
серебряную чешуйку, которая позволит нырять, как я уже
And
говорил.
heading into the windmill, and because I have ZL, I'm also going to get the Composer Graves song. We know that could be useful, could be Nocturne. Not
Мы
entirely
имеем
sure yet. There is an item in there, and that's the
колыбель
hookshot.
Зельды, и здесь
But
мы
I
ее
need a fire
используем.
source in order to get that. And
Она
as adult, I
успокоит
currently don't
нашего
have any. As child, you can do
друга,
what's
и мы
called the
получаем
flame storage.
Minuet
I did that
леса.
earlier on in Deku Tree in order to access the basement.
В принципе, Спайк я тоже получал его.
And we could do that again as child in there.
Спайк
so
спайкует.
light torture if you're having magic.
Вот это шутка. Спайкует парень.
But,
Так,
right
Спайк
now I'm
тем
just gonna be
временем
retracing a little bit of
решает.
Spike steps, so take it away.
Опа,
Start
это
with
полезная
missions.
штука.
We've got $30
Двойные
As a
сердца.
math
Это
PhD
жестко, это
student,
жестко.
I use times as a verb all the time and generally get tongue-tied about all sorts of things. You're just fine, Spike.
Хотя бы какой-то кадр был полезен.
You couldn't hear it, but he laughed. Don't worry. And we have $100 from Winnie Demon who just says, meat.
Надел $100 с озвучкой «Мип». Прекрасно потраченные $100. Так, ну... Убить ты ее сможешь, хорошо. А как ты будешь ее собирать?
Why not? Normally you could just do
А, тут можно забраться,
a
окей,
jump
хорошо.
slash there to get that skull. I was being bad, no big deal. But I'm going to head into.
Они не соревнуются, они проходят
And this is mainly
вместе.
to get the force medallion. We know nothing of values in here.
Как и говорилось, мы отправляемся
Just grab a bomb flower here.
в эту пещеру.
Yeah, I have 4 chews, so I'm going to.
У нас есть бомбы, есть чу, бомбы, которые перемещаются.
So it's pretty easy to do.
Это
One
будет
thing
супер
very
легкий
nice about
данж.
Ocarina of Time is there's a million different ways to set up pretty much any trick. And
Поскольку этот данж предназначен быть проходиться взрослыми, мы используем
Then I'm gonna drop a bomb shoe. Count to 4, 3, 4. Drop another bomb shoe. And that should light eye number 1.
Преимущество быть взрослого.
And if
В
I did it
общем,
right, eye number
используем.
2. There we go. So we just bypassed all of Dodongo's cavern right there. And it's very important not to climb up this ladder. I'm not entirely sure why, but if you climb the ladder while another cutscene plays, your game soft locks. You don't want that to happen. And now we just go to the end. This is one dungeon that you're basically never going to see done as Child Link because it's just so much faster to do it as adult. You can jump right up this ledge here that you normally have to go all the way around for. Look at that. You can get burned by the bats and just push the block and out.
Выполняет он этот сегмент казуальным способом, заталкивая камень в дырку. Ну, это нормально, потому что у него чита. Других вариантов у него нет.
We have a hook shot, no bow, but there is quite a bit in there we can check. And I know this is barren, but I'm going to open up this chest anyway. Why not? Maybe it's a heart container. It's a Deku shield. Okay.
Выемка. Вот у него выемка. Точнее, отверстие, в которое можно запихивать бомбы.
Oh, we certainly have some of those. We've got $25 from Clarinet87. Thank you for providing entertainment as I sew masks for my fellow essential workers. We'll get through this if we stick together.
Нашел спайк, где-то еще бомбу. Дает инфу.
Alright, we got Bruto's letter on the right side of Goron Maze. That's really good. And yeah, just keep going, man. Just keep going on those donations.
All right, I can do that. $20 from Otaku Tom. Gotta donate during this run. I love watching the different Zelda randomizers. I work in IT for a healthcare organization, so while I'm not in front of patients, I'm seeing and hearing every day the effects of this virus. Thank you.
Я в нее играл на эмуляторе, наверное, в 2000 каком-нибудь втором или третьем. Nintendo 64 рано симулировали. Ха! Дурак! Написано на экране. Повелся. И получил ничего. Эта игра была только на Nintendo 64. Сейчас они играют на Wii U. Или на Wii. И она вышла намного позже, чем могли привести приставку. Задонатили со словами «Ты облапошен». Ну, это донат как? На GameCube она только на эмуляторе.
The torches in Composer Grave. That's the hook shot. Hook shot is in the Composer Grave. You know what? Nah, not gonna worry about it. So I'm gonna head into Goron City here, pick up a couple things that Spike mentioned, and while I'm going on this, Spike told me everything that I need to be concerned about in here. I think it was just
Посещает ту же локацию, что и только что посещал Спайк. Он промазал.
We'll just blow one of our bomb shoes, killing the kid. We need to blow up or interrupt this little guy rolling around.
Его нужно прервать, с ним нужно поговорить.
Nothing is in there that we need to do, but it does have Serenade of
Он
Water,
откроет
just
нам
give
все
you faster
двери.
access down to Lake Hylia. I'm gonna talk to you. Yeah. Tell me about your issues with Volvagia.
И плюс ледяные стрелы. Отлично.
Yeah, I'm gonna head upstairs, grab Rudo's letter, which Spike relayed the info to me. Head into Death Mountain Crater.
Первая награда за 10, за 20 кулатул. Это деку орехи, которые тоже не нужны. Будем надеяться, что вторая награда будет получше.
Okay, we don't know that information yet, but I'm going to head back in there and check that, because we do have Temple of Time as Way of the Hero, so we want to make sure. Alright, the torch glitch, yeah, that's very nice. Torch glitch, you're going to see Spike do that momentarily, at least attempt to do it in the Composer Grave. That's what I was mentioning earlier. And it's doing that mainly to get the long shot, which gives us a couple things that are really nice. That gives us access to the Gerudo Training Grounds, which is a very dense location. Of course, we can reverse Wasteland, so we may get to that point later on, but not currently. It also makes a couple things easier overall with your positioning on hookshot. Alright, so I'm going to take Serenade here after I go up the mountain and turn in
Serenaду
check, as well as get the fairy fountain at the top of the mountain. That stuff Spike wasn't able to do when he was up here. And because I'm low on health and low on a timer, I'm going to
перезайдем в комнату, чтобы перезапустить таймер.
Refresh, get a nice 37 seconds there. The way the timer works in Ocarina of Time is every quarter heart that you have represents 2 seconds, so 8 seconds for a full heart. So I'm going to do math. I have 6 hearts times 8. That is a grand total of 48 seconds that we have. But I was out a heart and a half. That is minus 12
Так он сделал
seconds.
небольшую ошибку, что не проверил.
That's 36 seconds I have.
Что там лежит за место сердца? Ну, либо он знает, либо уже проверил Спайк.
Spike for a little bit. We're having a couple network issues, but Spike, I think now your mic should be unmuted. You want to say anything?
Ура, ура, Спайк. Тест, тест.
Yeah, I've been free. So yeah.
И тут сердце он не стал проверять. На самом деле, можно увидеть это, если там сердце через стену.
From where we learned actually Bolero of Fire in there, all the way to the front, so we could actually get that out of logic long shot. Logically, we're supposed to have magic for that, but we'll take the long shot for now. All right.
Вообще, во многих местах можно было использовать суперслайд, но они этого не делают. Видимо, что-то вроде бы glitchless или glitch friendly сейчас спидран устраивают. Вообще никаких гличей не используют. Это скучно.
So what song did you get in Composer Grave over there, Spike?
Bolero of Fire.
Bolero of Fire, that's right. You
so
did just say
our songs that are unaccounted for, because once we play Bolero, we'll have Serenade. We know that. Epona's Sun Song and Nocturne of Shadow, and Song of Time, or Song of Storms, I should say.
У нас есть этот слиток, мы можем отдать его нашему другу, и мы получаем сердце.
Okay,
and that is that the Ocarina of Time.
Помойка.
The song is Epona's song.
Okay. Kind of lining up here in the corner so I can just hit the corner of that crystal. Oh, I got bodied. That dude sometimes just wants to push you. I could have used some Deku nuts there. That's okay.
Двойные сердца, конечно, очень помогают Спайку и Гете.
So child spirit is required because the first chest is a boss key. These first two without glitches because we are.
Ага, все-таки ключи от боссов, они зарандомлены в обычные сундуки. Все, я понял.
allowing anybody who wants to get into Zooter, but also just it gives more power.
Только что нашел босс, ключ-босса Спайк.
But yeah, we will need that boss key because adult cannot get over to that side. Use one Deku nut to make sure that bat cannot get up to us.
Им сейчас получит мелодию и отправиться в детство.
Okay.
Или нет?
Let's go, adult. Let's see. Let's get the same song that Fanta's about to get.
I'll leave it as a surprise for you. It's pretty nice.
I'm gonna do bomb shoe bowling. Have you done bomb shoe bowling?
Окей, хорошо, он не пойдет. Что будет делать?
Both of the items, unless you really want to spend 60 rupees to get 50 rupees. But
okay.
Can't imagine you'd want to do that.
I think I'm good.
But right now, I am checking Lake Hylia. I picked up Serenade just for this. So, Spike, correct me if I'm wrong. You have not checked any of the stuff over in Lake Hylia.
I have not. I got the strength of
as
adult. I got the strength upgrade, which very well is our way to hero. Big thing we're looking for is still a bow. So let me go get that.
Yeah, so I'm going.
Я не очень понимаю, куда они двигаются сейчас.
It's gonna give me a Scarecrow song. I messed it up. Can't remember my own song. We'll get it eventually here.
And did you check the fairy fountains and stuff up here? Is there anything to get in the crater?
Well, crater is barren, so nothing in
Ставим
the crater to worry about.
мелодию, чтобы пугало запомнила ее.
I did check the Death Mountain Trail ones as well, and those are nothing, so you don't have to worry about either claim check or the fairy fountain up there. Don't worry about it. Don't waste your time.
So let's actually go.
Подсказывает Фэнд Спайк в Гете. Просто так сюда телепортнулся, получается.
Yeah, I think that's a good play.
Ну, ему стоило сначала, наверное, спросить, прежде чем телепортироваться. Повторять рыбалку Фэнд.
But other things that we don't have access to as adult because we don't have flame storage. Like I would need to we need to get keys for child to get over there. It's weird. Making sure exactly what this was. Okay, that was a blue bee.
Okay, very good. Checking adult fishing here. This is a
дает
Scarecrow
рыбка.
song location, and I'm a fool.
И дает дурак. Обиды, конечно. Очень душный сейф. Прям максимально душный. Но в теории, вот сейчас они час ничего полезного делать не будут уже, как час. Как бы иконки загораются, но это ничего особо нам не дает, потому что никуда особо переместиться не могут. Щит пришлось купить, а детский меч так и не найден.
Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna head over there next. But the Shadow Temple we had as a way of the hero location, so I'm hoping. Oh, I almost forgot to take care of Toucan Sam here. This little Gwei, we call him Toucan Sam, somewhat affectionately.
Тукан. Ле Тукан. Опасный парень. Всегда сбивает.
And yeah, if you don't take him out, Toucan Sam will knock you off this ladder. You will not have a good time. And up here, hey, is Den's Fire on top of the box. That's really good.
Огонь Дин. Это очень полезный итем. Шмотка супер полезная.
One more step closer to accessing Shadow Temple, away of the hero location. So as soon as I get magic, I can head over there, check the first two items.
Из минусов у нас пока что нет магии. Но мы уже знаем, где будет лежать магия. Не знаю, я забыл где, но им уже говорили, где лежит магия. Они должны были записать или запомнить. Так, ладно. Самое время обновить чай. Так, а Спайк где-то отправился в пустынный данж, да, повторно. Или, наверное, храм.
I hope it's not. But I hope that could be our first magic meter.
Спайк вроде гадает насчет первой магии, но им вроде бы, по сути, сказали, где лежит магия.
And that does sound like it'd be pretty dope, but we'll see if I'm back there.
So we're coming up on close to the 1 hour mark. Let's review like what all do we need for Gomo? We need mirror
Чё
shield,
за
we
месть
need
Скорпиона?
megaton hammer,
Need a
we need a
bow.
bow,
Чего?
we need magic, and we need light.
Они идут вместе, поэтому никто не прошел дальше. Они, условно говоря, идут в одно время. Потому что информацию собирают
So I'm just gonna
вместе.
go as far as I can in Forest Temple. This is I'm
Примерно
gonna do a lot more than usual since
я
I'm slow on time.
предполагаю, что конец
Normally use
через
the bow
час,
to access the
максимум
courtyard area,
через
which will be
полтора.
headed to shortly. And,
Из-за того, что они не используют
unfortunately,
скипы,
wait, no, I have a shield. I
гличи,
bought a shield
это
for-
удлиняется по времени,
I just
конечно.
realized the long shot requires magic. That cannot be magic 1 on Frogs 2.
Okay, Spike with the big brain.
That cannot be
Understanding the
magic
logic.
1 on Frogs 2. Okay.
Good job,
That's-
Spike. You redeemed yourself for doing math incorrectly earlier.
From the
Так,
big stuff,
Спайк
that is
подсказывает,
not
что...
at all
вот магия должна была
That
быть
was a
на...
small key, that was a small key, that was a small key.
на лягушках
Winner! Yo, fan, we're a winner.
Are we a winner?
в втором
I hope so.
исполнении, так сказать.
I feel pretty good about us. I think we did great.
Мультик по Mortal. Окей, понял.
Okay, we got this long shot.
Вот. Но поскольку какая-то из песен требует магию, выходит, что там он не может быть. Либо подсказка ошиблась, и теперь Фэн поплыл.
So one thing
И вернулся. И поплыл.
I didn't find out. Go ahead.
Видно.
Go ahead.
Дудосят. Дудусеры.
One thing I didn't find out until relatively recently, actually, is in Forest Temple, you go through and take care of the Stalfos
Хватит дудосить.
on the first floor. And in co-op, that could often be nothing, as in this case. But in order to beat the dungeon, you still have to take out those Stalfos, because otherwise the
Gonna
Stalfos on
grab
the
just
room above
4 more
it
checks
don't
up here
spawn.
real quick. So
So,
that was intentional,
out the
that
hard way
void out
once.
I took.
Они одновременно говорят, то, видимо,
To make sure that that last mimic or
один
whatever
другого
it
не
is,
слышит, вполне
would
возможно.
run over that fireplace, because we don't have access to... We have Din's fire, at least Fant does, but we don't have magic. I'm working on it. Alright, so I've got 3 small key locations for you. There's actually a chance... Oh no, this is scary. Okay. Alright, no fear. This guy does a lot of damage.
Опасный парень сражается с опасным парнем. Спайк Вегетта. Теперь Спайк Вегетта показывает нам стрим. А Фэн лагает. Единственный сейчас глич, который не используют, видимо, это сохранение урона. Если вы делаете удар с прыжка, классное сердце, удар с прыжка, а потом делаете удар с приседа, то удар с приседа сохраняет удар, который вы делали до этого. Опа, огненные стрелы. Круто, полезно, но если у вас есть магия. Так что, в принципе, удар с приседа сохраняет любой урон, который вы сделали до этого. Мечом. Или, руками, наверное, правильно так. Палкой, молотом, большим мечом Горонов или просто мечом.
You know what? We're pulling back the curtain. We're all working through hard times with internet. So apparently I had internet issues earlier. Now Fant's got internet issues. So I will be carrying the commentary for segment 2 of this Ocarina of Time randomizer co-op speedrun.
Так где-то такой, знаете, у нас проблемы с интернетом. Но раз так получилось, у меня не лагает сейчас, я могу вам прокомментировать следующую часть нашего спидрана. Так что я вам буду говорить все, что говорит мне Фэнт. И вы услышите это благодаря мне.
to get over
Where's
there.
Toucan Sam, dude? I think Toucan Sam got patched out. Oh, there he is. I got him. Little harder to deal with him without a bow. All right, so do I go to GTG? Trying to think of what our options
go
are
to
now.
GTG.
Sure. GTG sounds great. What was on Prelude?
Prelude has Nocturne of Shadow.
Слушай, я слышу, что все-таки Фена голос проскальзывает. Видимо, они не выключили микрофон, либо у него пофиксился интернет. Ну и то, и то вполне прекрасно. Есть, значит, перчатки серебряные уже у Спайка. Это значит, он может поднимать руками тяжелые большие булыжники уже, что круто. Золотые перчатки позволяют поднимать самые тяжелые камни, которые прям огромные, и выбрасывать их далеко-далеко.
Yeah, we want more people in the Ocarina of Time randomizer community, especially those with great internet.
У нас так много прекрасных людей в нашем комьюнити, которые спидранят эту прекрасную игру. И также у них прекрасный интернет по сравнению с нами.
So I could skip everything in Zora's domain, right?
Yeah, nothing sexy in there. King Zora is the only thing that's left currently, which we can check as an adult. Once we drop off that Rudo's letter.
Ничего интересного в подземелье Зоры.
Apparently I'm back. Hello, everybody.
Oh man, it's like musical chairs in here. We don't even know who the commentators are going to be.
Остался только король Зор.
All right, who in chat? Who here can do commentary for Ocarina of Time? I feel like I'm naturally doing Sent's go-to voice. Shouts to Sent doing commentary for us. Yeah, Sent nails that New York accent. It's his go-to.
Кстати, уверен, Сент бы прекрасно справился с комментированием.
I can't see it, but I'm sure it's lovely. There's a nice little bit of tracking on the stream that's being updated with the items that we do and do not have.
Yeah, showing how good we are, how rapidly we're snagging all of them. Let's go up here. We've got the Gerudo Fortress Guard.
Будучи маленьким, можно посетить короля Зора, если у вас есть письмо.
And I'm going to get in the corner. I'm going to hook shot up at the top of the flame, which gets her stuck in the torch, and then I'm just going to spam power crouch stabs actually into the wall. It actually defeats her faster.
Быстренько побеждает Спайк своего противника. И получает сразу карту. Видимо, либо она не зарандомлена, либо зарандомилась в ванилу. Потому что она дает карту Геруда, позволяющую ходить по замку Геруда.
So it could be Sun Song, it could be Song of Storms. In fact, most likely Song of Storms. I think we read a hint for Sun Song. So the fastest way there for me is to teleport over to Forest Temple, backtrack out of here, try not to get hit by the moblins.
One of three ways you can get over to this chest. You can either just have the long shot, as I do, have the hover boots, or have Scarecrow Song.
Плюс бомбы. Такой себе.
Set it as a child, and then as an adult pick it up. I find those checks that are locked behind Scarecrow Song to be pretty annoying to get to if you don't have Serenade of Water. Serenade of Water, when I first started running this, I was like, oh, it doesn't actually lock any progression or checks. I felt like it was the worst song to get. The more I played the game, I was like, I don't know. All of the songs are very, very good in Ocarina of Time Randomizer. It's why a lot of times you try to build your opening routes around
Двойным ХП у Спайка и Гетты внезапно стало больше ХП, чем у Фента. И он без проблем справляется с каждым противником. И он отправился в испытательный полигон. Отличное место. По сути, здесь выдают песню времени у него уже есть, прекрасно. Воспользуется ей. Самое бесполезное, по сути. Ну.
Roll forward and then hold back, and then the dream's good. All right, yeah, I think I'll remember how to do that. Because I kind of want that Goron tunic too.
So there's the ultimate co-op strats right there, doing something that Spike can look at on the video. He's like, okay, yeah, that's how we do it. Yeah. With having well over 200 checks in this game, pretty much every single one has a number of ways to get them. And that's one way you can get that particular location without really doing anything.
Alright, so that was... Okay. So that's 2 small keys. Gerudo Training Ground. Or as a lot of people ask, is this DLC? Because when you played this game, 98% of us didn't come in here. It's truly the Deku Nuts of item locations. But yeah, this place is a lot of times loaded. As you can see, Crouch Stab's really good for just destroying Stalfos, if they're kind to you, and drop their defenses. Okay, small key from Stalfos.
Red Rupee.
I'm calling my shots, Chad. The bow's in here. There's no way it's not.
I think the bow is an ice cavern.
The bow's an ice cavern? That's terrible. Yeah. Who vetted this scene?
Спайк говорит, у меня здесь точно лук. Я сейчас пройду этот испытательный полигон и получу лук. А Фэн говорит, да нет, ты чё, вот у меня лук. Прохожу ледяной данж, получаю лук.
One of those reasons is so I can come into Ice Cavern and have 2 bottles to bottle blue flames with. Well, because I wasn't paying attention, I forgot to turn it in. I'm going to be doing Ice Cavern with a single bottle. So, this will be fun. The good thing is...
Yeah, the Wolfos take half damage. Take half damage from the front. So you need to wait till they turn around. Or just have the big Goron sword, and then you don't care. Alright, so Wolfos was a small key. Right side item 1 and 2 were small keys. Alright. This is the #1 reason why it was still a pretty solid idea to come over to GTG. We have silver gauntlets.
У него есть серебряные перчатки, он может подвигать большие камни.
22 total locations in GTG. And again, there's about 250 total in the pool. So nearly 10% of our locations are out here.
Собрал он, видимо, почти все ключи.
All right, silver block. Number 4.
Лук. Лук. Красава.
Give me that bow.
Yeah, so I'm in Ice Cavern, and you didn't donate for this, but I'm just such
что
a
он нашел
nice
лук.
guy.
Наконец-то.
I'm gonna give you
Лук
a lot of
очень
ice traps for free
сильно бустит.
because normally I dodge these ice keys 100% of the time. Never get frozen by them. Anytime I do get hit, that's just for all of you wonderful viewers out there.
Which is actually pretty convenient where that popped up. Actually, give myself a few more bombs to work with. Because 2 checks in here are bow locked, so.
So Spike, now we found a bow. What do you think we're gonna find here in Ice
That
Cavern?
opens up stuff a little bit.
Yeah, you can go finish Forest Temple, which I think would be a good
I've only done the first.
Хорошая идея закончить лесной храм. И находит лед.
So we still need Mirror Shield Hammer hover boots, magic, and light arrows to beat the sea. The back-to-back. I'm glad we got that bow so I could get frozen twice here in GTG.
Were both of those
Получил лук, и теперь его морозят.
Wonderful.
Жестко морозят.
Yeah, you're doing a good job finding the ice traps. I'm just making up for it by getting frozen by
I've
bats
covered
and ice
a lot of the burden of the ice traps. You get 2 checks in here. One is technically hammer locked because you have to knock away one of these statues in order to bring down the fire pillar that this one chest is hidden by. However, we're just gonna roll into it and then with iframes grab whatever's in it. If you time it really well, you don't even have to. You can get on the first try. But if you're like me, it's gonna take 8 tries. What is happening? I'm gonna get it. Okay, we're gonna reset up. We're gonna breathe. We're gonna roll. All right, we're gonna take the damage, and then we're gonna roll in. They patched it. They actually patched it. I can't get in there, dude. What's happening? I can't get in there.
I talk about the flames.
And it froze me.
You distracted me so much. That's gonna be my excuse for this ice keys I got hit by. So I just wanted to be frozen with you.
Oh my god. Oh, it was an ice trap. Oh, so much ice trap. I mean, it was our logic to get
Как же ему повезло. Я аж подавился бутербродом. Ну, как я и говорил, я не люблю казуалов. В игре, которую уже пора давно спидранить. Ну да ладно. Заруинить здесь сложно, он попытался там с 10-й попытки, хоть это ничего ему в итоге и не дало, но зато это было весело. Или получил ключи, чтобы попасть к серединному сундуку, соберет его и уйдет отсюда.
Thanks to all the frontline workers out there keeping us safe, and thanks to the runners and organizers working to raise money for the cause. Oh my god, everything just scrolled. And $50 from Snow123. No mistakes in any Zelda randomizers.
Тем временем Фэнд порно борется с подземельем.
Shouts to MM Rando. Shouts to the Majora's Mask randomizer community, who also in the last year have built their own randomizer. A lot of fun stuff going on there. It's really hard to be good at MM Rando. You have to know so much time of day stuff, and I know Fant and I want to join the ranks, try to get good at that as well.
What, you mean we're not perfect already at Majora's Mask Rando?
И в самом главном сундуке он получил монетку. Стой. Но зато здесь есть лук. Он далековато спрятан, но...
Assuming you've updated your dungeon routes and we get to go follow that when I'm over there eventually.
Yeah, all you gotta do is go into the Silver Block room, and Silver Block 3 has the bow. Everything else you can skip right now.
Anyway, I'm at the end of Ice Cavern here.
Наконец-то заканчивает Фэнд подземельку. Опасный волк. И что же в этом данже нам дадут? Тем временем Спайк заканчивает зеленку. Палка.
Song of Storms is the only thing in Ice Cavern. So what that means is Song of Storms is locking at least one item.
Song of Storms получил он все-таки. Хотя нарисована была палка, но ладно.
11 total items in the bottom of the well. One of which we've already actually figured out from a hint is unimportant. It's whatever's on Dead Hand.
Yeah, but unfortunately there are 2 locations in Dead Hand's room, so we still got to go there anyway to check it. Yeah, I'm going to be heading into bottom of the well after I check the remaining stuff up in the fountain and in Zora's Domain. Just knock that out so Spike doesn't have to worry about it when he comes up here. I'm going to go for a swim. And to note, Spike, the only thing we are leaving behind in this entire place is what's under the ice.
Okay. So I was about to go over. So again, looking over at the route that Fant built out for me, I know that I could get that courtyard chest for 1 check, for 1 key. I'm gonna go down here in the well for my 2nd small key. And now I can start hitting up the bow lock stuff. Try to back up just a little bit so I can try to be as close to the top as possible. Cutting out all that slow climbing.
Yeah, when I return, Spikes can give me all the information that I need in order to finish Forest Temple as fast as possible.
Yeah, looking at our medallions, Spirit, we really shouldn't be doing anything else in until we get the Mirror Shield. Because, yeah, guaranteed. Well, no, not necessarily. One of those 2 Firelock checks could be a non-small key. So that could be an item. Dodongo's Cavern, Fant's already taken care of. I'll go hit that up soon.
Yeah, that's going to give Spike
what's your next play, are you thinking?
My next play is going to be continuing on this Ice Cavern route and checking the Song of Storms locations.
Okay,
so we're going to start with bottom of the well, and then from there, going to head up to Goron City, because I need to pick up my Silver Gauntlets anyway. So I could check the Storms Grotto up there. Then from there, we're going to save and quit, go check out what is in Kokiri Forest. And then lastly, what's in Zora's River? Just knock them all out. In the meantime, we just unthawed King Zora. He's got a bomb back for us. Not what we're looking for. But I was actually completely out of bombs, 0. So that's a nice 30 bomb pickup for me. And back child we go.
Yeah, especially with all the ice traps we have on today, that's going to replace a lot of just the, oh, you would get a recovery heart, you'd get some arrows, you would get some bombs, you would get some rupees. So generally, we're actually a little lower on resources, so our resource management needs to be a little bit better. So I could have done the recoil to get to the Floor Master, but I want to check the big key chest anyways, and it would not have saved the positions of these blocks being in place. Only if you get them fully into position, which the routing doesn't really do.
And the one thing I don't think we've mentioned so far since the start is you may have noticed next to our C buttons on the top right, there's a D-pad icon there. And that's not in the normal game. Well, the D-pad was completely unutilized in Ocarina of Time. But for Randomizer, they decided, hey, you know what? We can make use of this D-pad and make it a little bit more friendly to play. So by default, just down on your D-pad is going to whip out the Ocarina every single time. And then we don't have any pairs of boots yet, but iron boots are going to be there, and hover boots are going to be there, so you could quick swap the boots whenever is convenient.
Actually, let's get this long shot first, or rather the skull with the long shot.
Началась секция
с
бэктрекингом.
Get my long shot just so I have it. And it's going to be
Фэнд
easy access for me to
бэктрекает за Спайк Вегетой. И Спайк Вегета в теории сейчас
I also want Bolero of Fire, because that's going to be the fastest way to get up to Fire Temple.
двигается по неизведанным. Там, где ни тот, ни другой не был, потому что как бы лука не было.
If I had magic, I could do a little faster quick spin strat. But instead, we'll just keep them all frozen and then crouch stab all 3 of them.
Да, нет регулировки качества. Twitch не выделил.
Just lining up for another flame storage here.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, so there's only 1 small key left in here. This will be my 2nd medallion. I'll probably, after this, go peek into Fire Temple.
Oh, I messed it up. All right, I gotta go do it again.
I do have 6 health. To note, again, like Fan said, every heart container you have will buy you an extra 8 seconds on the clock before you get burned up. We have double defense that does not affect that timer whatsoever. So I'll be rocking 48 seconds until I cannot survive any longer in a given room.
My movement wasn't correct there that time, but hopefully this is going to get us there. There we go. 2nd try is the charm for flame storage. And yeah, again, this isn't something I need right now, but it is going to give me a much easier access over to Gerudo Training Grounds.
So likely thinking about that Shadow Temple way of the hero again. Something's got to be in there that we need in order to beat the seed. It can't be
not magic.
We know it's not magic. It is likely not the hover boots. It would have to be in the first 2 locations, and then from there,
Which has happened.
Hammer, mirror shield, or light arrows. So
those are the 3.
Осталось немного важных предметов собрать. Это с отражающий щит, молот и световые стрелы. И все еще нужен апгрейд на ману. Где-то он есть.
Spike, did you get frozen by any chance?
No. You fool! While it's sort of the scariest and most powerful move that a Stalfos can use, you want to see the jump slash as much as possible, because that'll expose their weak point.
Ох уж эти скелеты, которые бесконечно под щитами.
Throw another Deku Nut as they're spawning in. Gives me enough time
как же они лагают, когда умирают.
The first stab in. Okay. Not a bad Stalfos room right there.
Отправился, значит, Фэнд в подземелье. Одно из 2 кладбищ, так сказать. Посмотрим, что нам дадут. Они забыли, что еще линзы могут дать.
A couple notes about this dungeon is this is where you find the Lens of Truth in Ocarina of Time.
Ну это сталфосы, но я не знаю, кто такие сталфосы. Я знаю, такие скелеты.
That are in the game. And there's various settings you could do with the randomizer. Oh, I'm frozen. As far as what's expected with the Lens of Truth. And what we are doing in this set of settings is the Lens of Truth is only required to cross the wasteland as well as the treasure chest minigame. So you're expected to be able to know your way through Shadow Temple and through Bottom of the Well, all these invisible locations, without a Lens of Truth.
All right, 4 checks left here in Forest Temple. Just some bombs there. Let's make sure we're good to go on arrows. But yeah, I think one of the biggest things I want people to take away, obviously, people to donate to the event and everything, but also, it's very easy to get into Ocarina of Time randomizer. Do you think this is a speed run?
Шел 2020 год. Нам все еще рекламируют Ocarina времени. Но это рандомайзер. Даже тот самый изобретатель Скайрима, тот не делал такого. Хотя... Уж получили мы вроде бы как тапки, если я правильно понял.
And really just quick note here. You can do a lot of funny stuff with the camera. We've done it a couple times to get a peek at an item that normally you can't see. So by manipulating the camera there, I was able to look inside the coffin and find out what the item was before lighting the torch and going to collect it. So I thought it was nothing to worry about and I can just get out of there much quicker. But important note, Spike, I have found the hover boot.
В нормальном режиме, как обычную игру, часов 8-12. Смотри, how long to beat, она обычно помогает.
Also, don't know if Fant brought this up earlier while he was in the Forest Temple, but shoutouts to Test Runner and all the other devs of Ocarina of Time Randomizer. So many good quality of life decisions. As you can see over there on that D-pad, we have access to the Ocarina of Time. Well, the Fairy Ocarina, and that's hopefully the most we'll have over there.
Yeah, you don't see the actual Ocarina of Time too much in the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Randomizer.
Fant found the hover boots, so he actually has access to swap between them once he's an adult. Also just fast block pushing we had back there. Block pushing, unfortunately, was extremely slow in base Ocarina of Time. It's like 3 times faster or something here.
So I was going for a quick kill on Dead Hand here. You may have realized early on that we had, a hint was here. That Dead Hand had nothing. Well, there's actually 2 chests in here. One of them is invisible in the back, which is right here where Dead Hand's creepy face is.
Здесь, в этом сундуке основном ничего нет, как нам уже подсказали. Но в маленьком невидимом сундуке должно быть что-то. Вот мы его проверим. Папки. В нем палки. Тут деньги.
Got greedy there. But we also needed to kill Dead Hand just to backtrack out of here, as I like to do.
How to Beat пишет 25 часов, но, видимо, я недооценил эту игру. В ней достаточно много контента, интересно играть. На то время было, сейчас не знаю. Сейчас я рекомендую купить ботву, поиграть в ботву. Эта Зельда, она со временем умрет. Рано или поздно она найдет свой конец. Может быть, не через 20 лет, но
And while I'm child as well, so in addition to checking all these Storm's locked locations, I'm gonna go ahead
из нее не сделают какой-нибудь крутой ремейк, как из Resident Evil вторых и третьих.
Because I know I need to do it based on information provided by Spike earlier. This room is kind of dangerous since there's a lot of pits, but you know, OOT, it seems like there's a setup for everything, and that room no exception. So you can just safely bypass all the pits, come to the back.
So I'll be at 18 skulls right here. I'm gonna make sure that when I go down to finish off Dodongo's cavern, that I've already got 20. What's your skull count like?
I am at around 10. So.
Okay, so that would be good for me to just knock that out. And then Fant can know whether he needs to get skulls anymore. Again, in a normal settings that people play, like weekly settings, actually 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50 are all turned on.
Okay, we got magic.
Магия. Есть магия.
Is it in the basement?
It's
магия в подвале.
There's always something in the basement, dude, I swear.
Магия в подвале.
Магия,
в принципе, прекрасна, потому что отлично для Спайка. Мы все уже изведали, Фэнт уже везде побывал и просто скажет, куда идти. Так что они намного ближе к концу. Им осталось, в принципе, начать убивать боссов.
Yeah, so at this point, we're down to hammer, mirror shield, and light arrows. Hammer and mirror shield obviously would be nice for actually getting to a glow mode or
да,
no
900
mode.
семок, короков. Короков там огромное количество, их найти всех. Пусть дополнение вроде выпустили.
The light arrows are only needed for one thing in this game, and that is to beat Ganondorf. Not even beat Ganon, just Ganondorf, phase number 1.
Не, Спайк не Зельда, Спайк Хайпер.
Literally anywhere in the video game. If you make it to go mode, can get all the way up to Ganon himself, he'll tell you where the light arrows are. If you played A Link to the Past, it's similar to Ganon in that game, telling you the location of where the silver arrows are. And if it comes down to that point, we will be heading up there as fast as we can in order to get that hint.
Now, I'm going to, real quick, I do want to go check the Fire Temple, but I want to just clear off that Temple of Time way the hero. We 1000% need the Nocturne to Shadow to beat the game, but my first 2 medallions are the free one and the Shadow medallion we just got from Forest Temple. So, it was just a heart container, but you know what? I'll take 8 more seconds of surviving in the Fire Temple. So yeah, I'll just see, likely what always happens here is you're gonna need the Megaton Hammer to progress far at all inside Fire.
Здесь нужно, да, получить в вулкане нужно получить обязательно молот. Если нет молота, есть сложности с прохождением.
Darn, I missed it. Dead hand's not in a good spot for me to get the backwards jump slash on him, but that's okay. We still got a 2 cycle. It's okay, not too bad. Now, I made the realization after I already came in here that I lack a bow. Now, normally that would be pretty important because you need a bow in order to get to the end of Shadow Temple where the boss is.
Да, 900 корков это жестко они дали, но это Zelda. Сейчас намного лучше поиграть в современные игры, чем вот в это. Я сам уже не знаю. Ну, в принципе, мне нравится ботва. Но играть в нее неохота. Может быть, потому что я уже смотрел.
Now, to be careful, I am going to pull the shortcut when I get there, unless I find the bow early on.
Не знаю, сложно сказать.
There are 3 bows in the game. Just to be safe in case I mess the setup.
Так же, как и с Марио, типа, играть в Марио, какие-то Марио вообще бессмысленно. Есть Марио Одиссея. Сейчас это лучшее Марио. Все эти Марио Galaxy вообще ни о чем. Марио Одиссея тоже имеет огромное количество игр, геймплея в ней.
So these Gibdos, they're jerks. They're like redeads, except they like to freeze you like twice as often, 3 times as often. So just as a safe way of taking them out pretty consistently, I like to hook shot them and then just go do a couple crouch stabs. You don't have to worry about them.
В подземелье больше ничего интересного не находится.
Almost forgot patty chest. Don't want to do that.
Полетела картинка у Вегеты. Спайк. О, нет, Спайк. Дело не в том, как играется, дело в том, как это современно выглядит. В Марио Одиссее много современных техник, которые, ну, интересно играть. Марио 64, она достаточно простая. Она супер техничная, но достаточно простая.
Depending on what we find in Shadow, that may be something we need to go do.
Ну да, у кого-то есть только 2D Марио. У кого есть в их памяти только 2D Марио, лучше всего сейчас предложить может Nintendo это Марио Мейкер. Для тех, кому нравится только 2D Марио, Марио Мейкер лучшее, что можно придумать.
Unfortunately, no bow, so I'm gonna have to run up
Что
nice
первый,
and
что
close to the
второй.
piece in this room, just so I can take him out.
Прекрасные возможности познакомиться с классикой Марио. Как же плавит.
Oh, you're doing the adult kit. Okay, I thought you were referring to the child one. No, I found those ice arrows. Ooh, a fairy in a bottle. And you have yet to check the 20 skull reward, correct?
Yeah, I have 20. I will be checking that, I guess, at the end of Ice Cavern. Do we want me to just go check that now, just to knock that out?
Knock out what, Jabu? Or the 20 skulls.
The 20 skulls.
Don't worry about it right now. I could still get plenty of skulls along the way.
So all I'm doing is I'm booking it to the end of Ice Cavern, right?
Yes.
У них упрощенный генератор. Всего 20 скулатул участвуют в рандоме.
So you could really see the impact of having boot swap on D-pad. You just freely add on and off the hover boots at will. It's very, very convenient. Now this is a pretty fun room in Shadow Temple. We're gonna do a couple fancy backflips to get on top of these crushers here. And just speeds up the room a little bit. So let's see if I can time it correctly. Just get into this corner, Z target, backflip like so, and you're up here. It's a wonderful video game.
Хвастается фэн своим мувментом. Говорит, прекрасная игра. Да, прекрасная, действительно. Мини ГДК. Добро пожаловать, добро пожаловать. Еще целых 36, наверное, часов прекрасных спидранов. Не пропусти ни один, как говорится.
Yeah, there's not much left. It's basically Shadow Temple and stone locations.
Дальше после Зельды будет Dark Souls, но я, наверное, все равно пойду спать. Оставлю развернуть телек, лягу на диванчик, буду спать. Посапливать под это дело.
We'll try and get through this as soon as we can. But for the meantime, you're just going to have to listen to me. I apologize in advance. But I'm just going to continue on into Shadow Temple. Depending on how much of that previous conversation you heard, we're sending Spike into Stone Jabu Jabu. There are 4 locations in there with that boomerang from Fire Temple. You can check them all. And that will protect us from any worst case locations.
Spike после додонгов проверит живот Джабу на необходимые предметы.
No dumping, no. So yeah, Spike's thinking, oh, we can go do Dampe digging.
Spike говорит, кстати, можно дампы.
Location that we can only get for like I think it's like a 15-second period is Dampe's working hours at night. So Nocturne.
С дампы сложнее всего работать, потому что у него есть всего 15 минут, в которые он работает. 15 минут реальной жизни. А потом идет спать. С телефона почему-то не грузится.
So Spike pulled off a nice strategy that apparently I did. What was it, Spike? Dodongo's Cavern, yeah, getting through there fast. So Spike is telling me, I kid you not, to shoutouts to me for coming up with that setup. Oh. This may be bad. Get down. Okay, we're good. So this fan room is kind of spooky. Normally you have iron boots at this point, but I don't have iron boots. They'd be nice to have.
Со страшными вентиляторами, очень страшные. На самом деле половину этих комнат я уже абсолютно не помню. Первый раз вижу, даже я бы сказал. Потому что большая часть комнат мы этих не видим.
Again, this is the medallion that everyone wants because it equals 1 1/3 songs.
Опа, большой молот.
That is in the Redeads. In the fans.
Redeads by the fans. Ooh, so you're telling me I'm just following you over there?
You sure are.
I should follow you over there. Jabu would give us 4 checks, but the hammer also would unlock 5 other checks right now. We know the Death Mountain Crater is
doing a great job here.
The Gerudo Valley hammer rocks. That's another check locked by the hammer. Hammer's like my favorite item to find early because it's just infinite bombs, effectively.
Да, молот очень сильная шмотка. Если ее поймать в начале, то она почти как бомбы.
20 and adult archery. Is there anything else I'm checking in right now? I don't think so.
скучно тем, кому это не сильно нравится. Это часть моего детства, не знаю, часть моей культуры. Мне нравится Зельда. В России, в русском сегменте, так сказать, просто Зельда не самая популярная игра. У вас другие игры были. И, соответственно, вас за это никто не винит.
If they're in Jabu, it's gonna be a fun time.
You still need to do the rest of Forest in terms of us staying close to one another. So we do think about that a little bit.
Будем надеяться, что стрелы света, которые так нужны, чтобы победить Гена, и отражающий щит не находятся в Джабу. Опа.
After I finish up Shadow Temple here, I'm going to go out to GTG and pick up
Ну
my
да,
bow.
Ла-2.
That way I can go into Fire Temple and knock
Я
that
вот
out.
в Ла-2 не играл в Вов немножко.
Give you some key information.
И другие ближе подобные к Вову.
Yeah,
Момо.
we're going to see
Ла-2 не играл.
after I clear the back of Shadow Temple here if I can successfully pull off the single bomb cheese strategy of getting to Bongo Bongo, which I hope I can.
So Ice Cavern's gonna have Storm. So Burning Kakariko has the Sun Song. So Sun Song in the Grave cannot hold our Mirror Shield. Okay.
Yeah, to note that Burning Kakariko, that is a song that's unlocked by collecting 3 specific medallions.
Вот так вот раньше люди
That's the
делились.
first 3, the forest, fire,
Сейчас
and water medallions.
в современном
So you have
мире
those. The Burning
люди особо,
Kakariko, she
наверное,
cutscene
так
will
сильно
play,
не делятся
and
по
it gives
играм.
you
Ну,
a song.
хайповые игры все знают, все слышали, они на слуху. Но все еще есть
Yeah, I think
перегруз игр. Как бы кто-то играл во что-то, кто-то не играл во что-то. Куча ноунейм игр, которые классные.
So despite the fact that we have the Boomerang and Rudo's Letter, because we're only looking for 2 more items, I think it's probably worth it for me to just come over there. Obviously the hammer, I guess the hammer gives us 6 checks. GTG is done unless we find Iron Boots. We still don't have Water Temple access.
Кстати говоря, они так и не попали в водный храм.
That's going to be low on our list of options. And by scale, I mean the gold scale. So we have one of them. We need to find another one, which will upgrade us to the gold scale.
Спайк сразу вроде как должен отправиться сейчас к Джабу.
Yeah, actually, I just realized something.
You just realized something was dead.
Yeah, I just realized something. This is something I never thought would come up. But I'm still going to do the bomb cheese strat anyway. I have Scarecrow Song, and I have the long shot. That actually gives me another option to cross the bridge without having
that's actually logical access to get over there.
Yeah, it's almost never come up for me, but yeah, you can play Scarecrow Song, head up there, and not worry about it. I'm going to do the strat anyway, because it's fun. We'll see if I can pull it off. So I got 1 bomb shoe. So in the universe where I didn't pick up the bomb shoes, let's see. So we do this, and I think it's good. There it goes. It's gonna blow up.
Тут нечего переводить. Все, что можно, в принципе, уже обсудили. Спайк сейчас отправляется к Джабу, проверит на наличие последних 2 очень важных предметов. А Фэн заканчивает кладбище. Скоро начнет возиться с боссом.
Yeah. Not particularly fast to get to.
All right, so I'm going into Bongo Bongo, and there's a couple different strategies to take them out. I found one recently I like to call it the BPM method,
Поскольку это Zelda 1.0, в теории он мог сбросить бомбу и начать файт пораньше и застаночить босса и уничтожить его быстро, но он не станет этого делать. Он решил подраться классически.
Getting distracted here by singing a song that is at 150 BPM, and that's going to allow you to time it successfully.
Наблюдаем за игрой.
Happens to be supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and I'm gonna have Spike sing it for me for a little bit in a little second.
So you just tell me what.
Okay. Go ahead, start singing.
It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. Even
and we got it.
Oh wow, it worked. I was like, this is.
Спайк где-то спел какую-то магическую песню, и фэн-то все получилось.
No, it legit works.
Это работает. Teamwork.
So good job keeping your tempo perfectly at 150 BPM. Spike.
You're welcome, my dude. Here's the thing, I was set up to lose there. At best, I look like an idiot. At worst, I look like an idiot who's also off-key and off-rhythm. I'm glad you got it, my dude. But
no,
hey, that is a legit way to learn that BPM.
It is.
Так, тут ему
put
дали
that
руки.
song up on YouTube, time your crouch taps to it, and you'll get it.
Nothing in the first room. Also, reminder, Deku Nuts are very good. We're going to use it in this room. Optimally, you get this in 2 Deku Nuts.
В принципе, теперь им каждому нужно поднять по 3 медальона. Еще.
Luck where they end up being.
All good. So, Spike, is there anything left in Hyrule Field we need to check? Were you able to do Tektite Grotto when you headed over to GTG?
Is the only thing we haven't checked.
All right, so just for completeness sake, I'm going to go check what that item is, but for now, I'm going to head over to GTG, pick up my bow, and then I am going to head into Fire Temple.
Пент пока что отправится забрать лук.
Let's see, so you're already doing fire. This is technically.
Spike ищет.
I want to make the guess that we're never going to be able to get into water.
I think that's a good play.
Yeah, to where like,
hope we don't have to go into water.
Yeah, that's probably more what it is. I'm just kind of hoping.
So opponent's song is on OT, so really I have no choice but to walk all the way over here. There's a couple options. I could reverse Wasteland, and that's going backwards through the Wasteland, but I wanted to check Tektite Grotto along the way since the Wasteland item had nothing for us.
Well, I found a fairy in a bottle. I got
that's
a
2
second
fairies in the bottle.
Yeah, that's 2. We got something. All right, Baronade might have something. I'm going to take the chance that he does not have.
Окей, он сделал ТП аут. Повезло, значит, им не придется чистить этот данж. Из минусов он потратил сейчас 10 минут на джабу.
A bow is inside Tektite Grotto.
Alright.
Fortunately, I can't get that.
Okay, now I can go to the ice cavern. I should have earlier when I was going to the ice cavern. I should have just clipped out of bounds. Again, pretty much almost all clips and whatnot you can do are not allowed.
Well, not allowed in the set of rules that we're playing on.
И теперь Фэнт лагает. Дудосер! Ты дудосер! Поэтому смертная казнь. Прекрасная песня так-то. Все время ору, когда слышу этот бред. Ты дудосер.
Now, one thing I can do that another check along the way that I wasn't able to do on our first trip over here. There is a hammerlock chest in Gerudo Valley.
Да, ходить ночью по полям страшно. Всякие скелеты возникают. Бесконечные.
So this is what long shot is for. You can get across the gap without having to open it.
So I was like, I'm 7, 8. I think the toilet might just be a small key. I don't think I saw a 9th key, and that was the only check left.
Проверяет остатки фент. Звук шел с фента и звук
So
пропал.
I'm going straight to the silver block room once I unlock GTG. And I'm not sure if Spike mentioned this when he was over here much earlier. But,
Да, эти прекрасные люди играют вдвоем вместе на одном сгенерированном мире, случайно сгенерированном. И они помогают друг другу, проходя игру в разных местах. Так быстрее. Ну, я надеялся, что они будут проходить быстрее, но в принципе им осталось немного. Им осталось очень немного. Сейчас Фэнт идет по пятам Спайка, а Спайк, получается, должен исследовать еще что-то новое, потому что он, в принципе, все нужное достал. И пока Фэнт догоняет Спайка, условно говоря... А, Спайк сейчас мелодию зайдет забрать. Мелодию штормов, по-моему. У Фэнта больше, наверное, времени. Хотя, примерно одинаковое количество времени. Совсем недавно Фэнт был как раз-таки в том месте, где Спайк, и Спайк там, где Фэнт.
If you want to have shop sanity, you can make all the different shop items contain a bunch of different items and be a part of the randomized item pool. You can make scrub sanity be a thing. We only have to talk to 3 different scrubs throughout this run. You can make it to where there's like 40 of them that could potentially have items you need.
Yeah, so right now I'm just going through GTG. Spike's going to be heading through Ice Cavern. Not already done with it.
Then Shadow.
Yeah, so if you have any donations to go for right now, you can probably go for a couple minutes, honestly.
Yeah, okay, I can do that.
Да, сейчас пойдет минут 5, наверное, повторного геймплея друг за другом. Друг за другом они бегут.
We're watching together while he swings a foam sword around the living room. Stay home, stay safe. That's adorable.
That's really cute.
We have $10 from Lieutenant Humphrey 98. So weird to see Spike doing GDQ and not be able to demand he show his badge. Oh well, you get a pass this time. Keep it up, and thanks to the staff, runners, volunteers, and the glorious mods for putting this together on such short notice. Proud.
Yeah, absolutely. It was crazy thinking about how we were informed earlier this week that we made it into the schedule. And yeah, and now this weekend we're doing it. All these different runners are getting together, de-rusting real quick, and then throwing these runs down. Shouts to the entire staff at GDQ for putting this event together with everything that's going on in the world right now. But yeah, you can keep going with donations.
Sweetenly. We got $28 from Corvus Atrox. Good luck with the run, Fant Vegeta. I'm having a lot of fun watching. Thanks for running this and getting this money to help with COVID-19 relief.
Is that our fusion dance?
I guess so.
Just gotta remember to breathe at the same time.
Are you a fan of it?
Okay, got $10 from Blanca Lamb. Loving this Ocarina of Time randomizer. Shoutouts to the rest of the ZSR community. This donation goes toward the Super Mario Sunshine Glitch Exhibition, which is a donation incentive that I believe unlocked pretty recently, like I think at the start of this run. That's a for the last day Super Mario Sunshine Glitch Exhibition.
Лук он уже собрал, да?
$15,000 incentive. We're currently sitting at looks like.
Я не вижу, чтобы он его отметил, но, видимо, Лук уже собрал Фэнт. Вопрос, куда он пойдет дальше.
Alright, I'm going to interrupt you just 1 second, then you can continue on, because I do need to add some commentary to what just happened. So, I'm a dummy. Done a couple dumb things, but
он не смог собрать лук.
GTG without collecting the silver gauntlets from
он забыл собрать перчатки.
Goron City, so I need to go back there.
We're vamping for donations, everyone.
Ему нужно будет ходить за перчатками сначала сейчас.
It was intentional, right? We needed to make sure we were.
I got you called yourself out for. You could have just like been like, oh, whatever, just keep playing, read donations. Nah, man, you're calling yourself out. That being said,
okay,
dear
you may
God,
continue.
re-donations. Yeah.
Continue on with the donations. The PSA has ended.
Это надолго.
Okay.
Это
We have
надолго.
$100 from Anonymous, donating $100 for Spike and Fant getting that Mary Poppins kill on Bongo Bongo.
Yo.
That's, yeah, at the end of the day, that's what's important. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I think we can all agree on that one.
Yeah, no, it's not, okay, we forgot what we were doing. Our routing was not great, but them pipes, let me tell you, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
And
Ну, может быть, не так надолго, потому что Спайк наконец-таки закончил.
$10 for mutation. Oh my god. I have that song stuck in my head now for the rest of the weekend.
I know, right? That's been me in the shower the last week, trust me.
Oh, Lord. We got $10 from Mutation. It's just 10 rupees, but I want to support GDQ, Direct Relief, and the wonderful streamers playing OOT Randomizer. I know there probably aren't commentators reading, surprise, surprise, but to whoever screens comments or gets to read them, it's the best of real-life RNG. Thank you so much, Mutation.
Видимо, он пойдет что-то за молотом.
Spike, did you check Darunia in Goron City?
I did. He's nothing. Yeah,
Okay,
Goron
very
City is donezo.
Yeah, I'm just going into the pot to collect my silver gauntlets.
I kinda, let me check something. Let me see how close we are to time of day being potentially nighttime. What are we looking at here? Not seeing anything, not seeing anything, not seeing anything. We might just take... Oh, wait. It's turning to night. Okay, perfect. Neither of us have Dompe, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm in there. This is the routing choice of the gods. If this is the mirror shield, y'all can thank me for us staying on schedule. Not my internet, though.
Так, будет проверять стрелу в солнце. А, нет, он все-таки к дампе сразу телепортнется. Ну ладно.
12 seconds. 12 little seconds. Basically, the kid in the graveyard who is watching it all day long is doing Dompe's job better than Dompe is.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Dompe doesn't care if you move the graves. The kid does. I think that says something.
God, let this
Dompe's just running his like secret underground business up there. It's like, hey kid, you want me to dig up some graves for a chance to win a prize?
What are you, boy?
И дампе ничего не полезного не дает.
It's the light arrows. You should totally go do it. Yay.
Ничего полезного. Пауков он проверял пауков? Или пауков надо сдать?
No. He had a huge rupee, of which my wallet was already at $94, so I threw 195 of that on the ground. Happy birthday to the ground. Threw the rest of the cash on the ground too. All right, so we're going to go down here. I'm going to continue to follow Infant's footsteps, pick up the hovery-doos and the magic.
Oh hey, flare dancers in the fire temple is a slingshot.
Oh yeah.
Iron Boots он нашел.
So we know
I
there's
found the
4
iron
eggs.
boots, so this is actually great.
Oh my god.
I don't have to go out to GTG. Oh, it's wonderful.
Wait, you don't have
Because
to go
now
out
I
to
can go
GT?
get the bow that I found in the Tektite grotto rather than going all the way out to the silver block.
I'm mad you got bailed out. Alright, so I'm doing the...
А почему Спайк не нашел эти ботинки раньше, алло?
Oh, that's funny. But yeah, the iron boots being in that location, we can now go into the water temple.
This is a theme of our co-op seeds, by the way, is what the last few
Вот
times
что
has been
происходит,
me.
когда игру играют казуалы.
The only magics
Происходит какая-то
out in GTG, Spike, you gotta go
неизвестная
out there.
фигня,
We
в
find
которой
it on
человек не
another
проверяет
location right along
точку,
the
в
path,
которой
so it
может
doesn't matter.
заспавниться важный предмет.
Like this one matters a little bit. I still have to go out there and do it. But it could have been much worse. I did get bailed out here.
Mirror on 1500? Could be. Horseback archery is the only thing locked behind beating the, behind doing the Ocarina of Time, which, woof if we have to do that.
Ну и помойка.
Oh boy. Yeah, that'd be
Oh, wait.
rough.
I can just do this. Also, I just need to drop down. Let me down. Drop down. Where is it? There it is. And the basement of destiny. For the magic. Do I wanna go check Spirit Temple? We are a little narrow on our checks right now.
We'll be fine. I'm gonna head into Fire Temple now and just finish that up, get everything else out of the way.
Okay.
So.
В принципе, у них все есть. Им нужно просто, наверное, заканчивать данжи, получать медальки. Как только они получат медальки,
Oh, you just did Frogs 1. Frogs 1 was where the irons were.
No, Frogs 1 is unchecked.
Им останется только получить лук с стрелами света.
We got 1 hour left, and then we're never allowed to play on GDQ again. You must meet your estimates.
В принципе, это реально сделать еще за вот этот час. Это реально.
The biggest honor in Ocarina of Time randomizer speedrunning is when you get a check named after you.
Do you have anything named after you, Spike?
Yes, the top chest of GTG. I did it for a Mo-Mam, an event I Ate Your Pie and I put on every year. And I like never forget checks. But yeah, the rooftop of GTG had the last item, like Ganon's boss key or something we needed. It was a key sanity as well.
Okay.
So that's, I believe some call that the spike chest. All right, so we don't have to fight Dead Hand. Don't have the Lens of Truth, so I'm gonna have to guess here where this is. It is a 40. So of these 5 torches, the two on the first one on either side is never is. That's why we're not stopping it there. This one I just put it at, it's a 40% chance. The one in the middle here is a 30% chance, and then the next one's a 20%
нет,
chance.
невидимый модер,
So we
зачем ты
got
это
never
сделал?
lucky. Oh, grab
Really
it from
quick,
the
Spike, what's the Shadow Medallion again?
Shadow Medallion was the Forest Temple. Oh.
That's right. Okay.
What? How did it keep pulling? Alright, so now coming down here, we're gonna check out the patty
Если
chest.
световые
So the patty chest.
стрелы, то в теории, может быть, даже щит не сильно понадобится.
You gotta get these 5 silver rupees. After you collect the 5 silver rupees, a door will open, a gate will come up, and a chest will be exposed, and you can obtain your spoils. You'll see as the camera as I come up here. So there's my 3rd, here's my 4th, here's my 5th silver rupee right here. So, as you can see, on your left, up there, is the chest. The door was on our right. Not once, not twice, but I'm pretty sure 3 times Patty has gotten all 5 silver rupees and then walked out the door. So shout outs to my boy Patty. And the first time it was in it was a required item in that location. One that was for me, and I was very upset. But I still love Patty. Very funny man, but also very stupid.
Spike pulling no punches here.
No punches.
Yeah, so
Выходит на данный момент, что Фэнд внезапно стал впереди, и Спайк его пытается догнать. Потому что ему нужно достать молот. И еще ему нужно достать боты. Боты, чтобы попасть в водное.
I did get patty chest. You also had that marked as something. Maybe you marked both.
Водный, как он
Yeah.
там
Well,
называется?
just
Этот
get it.
храм.
We've never made
figure
any
it out.
mistakes. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Бота не так сложно
We've
достать.
never made any mistakes with note
Вот
taking.
Oh, I got stuck on the wall.
этот прекрасный вот
have your
молот,
boss
он очень
key
далеко запрятали.
Before heading into the fan room, past the bot. We'll say that.
Alright, so looking ahead, Silverblade left and Silverblade
Boomerang.
Invisible have nothing apparently.
Не
I got
нужно.
stuck by the Goron. Yeah, that's a
1, 2,
heart,
3,
a
4.
fairy
Ну
in a
сейчас, по
bottle,
крайней мере, уже точно не
and a piece
нужно.
of hearts.
I mean, it checks out. The hammer was the only thing of importance in here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think this is fine then. I can't. I whiffed on the silver rupee, dude. I'm sitting here trying to read notes. Get over there. Alright, so this is, for all intents and purposes, a clip that I'm going to be going for here. Also, I'm doing on the
Пант в любом
top.
случае должен закончить этот данж, так же как и Спайк.
So I only need
Ну и
the
заодно
top.
он, может быть, найдет лук. Если он найдет лук, а еще и
Yeah,
щит
that
в
is
этом
allowed
данже, будет
because there's
прекрасно.
actually, for the most part, if there's ever like a glitchy thing that is allowed in OOT, it's pretty much always because there is a much harder but glitchless variant that you can do.
О,
So that's why like ground jumps that I'm not sure if we've really done ground jumps in
Well, I'm
this
doing
or
one
not.
right now, so
Alright,
you
so you
just
can go look at fans.
you just try to pick up a bomb with your shield out.
Утомляет,
and it just
когда
lets you
люди
jump
играют
in the
без
air. Why
гличей.
it works, again, I don't know.
Потому что они делают это очень
It does, and
долго.
it's great. It has a lot of use in the ice cavern, in the Deku tree. If you have it before Child Link, you could do it there. And it's really, I think, like one of the few like actual glitches that is allowed in this rule set that we do.
And then fans Gibdo to boss key. I think. Okay, I think that's correct then.
Yeah,
I think this
boss key had a small key. Fans had
The hammer.
Fans had the hammer. I think Gibdo's had another small key.
Okay, yeah. Then this is, yeah, this checks out. Yeah, we just had two things marked up top. Whoa, oh, get down there. So I don't have iron boots. This is kind of the #1 place where iron boots kind of can give you benefits outside of the water temple. Yeah, you would be able to just side hop across this entire room instead I have to wait the cycle.
Справляется с легкостью с зомбими, и вроде бы здесь он
So I'm gonna use
поднимет
hover
молот.
boots in here because this
Вот
room
и
of
молот
fire temple is a
для
little bit
Спайка.
dangerous.
Теперь он может
If you fall down, you're all
отправиться
the way down to the
к
bottom.
финальному
We don't want that to
боссу
happen.
этого
So just for safety, equipping those boots and go
Храм.
right to the door safely. And boy, the boss key is
Бонга,
deep
бонга.
in Fire Temple.
Ooh. Got him. Okay. I was
Good
saying,
job,
those
Spike.
Gibdos can keep you frozen for a while. I hookshot the first one just to close the gap in general a little faster, and it'll keep them frozen. So there should be small key #4. Very good. All right, I'm terrible at this strat, trying to roll over to the ship. Let's see if I can get it. Okay, we got it. Cool.
Good job. That's a cool jump.
Unfortunately, I can't play my Ocarina because on console it lags. Just to know, there are a bunch of different ways that you can play Zooter, Ocarina of Time Randomizer. We both are playing on a EverDrive Mayflash adapter with a Mayflash adapter, so we can play it on N64. But other people will play it on Wii. Other people will just play at home on their personal computers. That's most people. That's good because it reduces a lot of the lag that we're dealing with here on console. Also, that was
Yeah, you'll see a lot more
медленно-медленно закачиваем
when we get to the end.
вулкан. Вулкан супер медленная лока, если не использовать ключи. Это они еще не были в водном
Another
данже.
great room for hover boots. this area in Fire Temple.
Но большинство вещей уже есть.
Can make these jumps a lot
Осталось в
safer.
действительности совсем немножко.
Let's go ahead and equip the bow right here.
Okay, we found the boss key, but for
ключ
completeness
есть.
sake, I want to get locked out. We're gonna finish up the remaining locations in Fire Temple. See what awaits us.
How deep is it?
It's the Free the Goron on the top of the boulder maze.
Yee. That's pretty gross. It's not totally gross.
Они все еще не пришли, не нашли все предметы, поэтому
Alright, so
Файн
boss
будет
key is the
заканчивать
last
этот
chest I'm coming in for.
вулкан, пока не найдет все
Yeah,
возможные
just so Spike doesn't
предметы.
have to come all the way back up the Fire Temple, because this is something nobody ever wants to do. And lacking for Roar's Wind, we just want to clear it out.
В зависимости, найдет он предмет или нет, Спайку придется сюда добраться. Ну или нет.
A lot of times those redeads will just freeze you on your way out anyways, so I like to just kill them and pick up the magic, get that refilled. One check in Spirit, one check in Jabu, Frogs in the Rain, Song of Storms Grotto.
Water Temple.
Yeah, you check the Gerudo Valley Hammer Rocks, yeah. So, how are we feeling we want to split up the end of this?
Well, let's see. So I do have Force Temple to do. You're gonna have Fire Temple to do, but it's not something that needs to be done right now. So after I finish Fire Temple, if we don't find anything in here, we should each pick a dungeon
Надеется,
to
что
go to.
ничего не найдет больше в
I have the
этом
Iron Boots. I could go hit up the
вулкане.
Water Temple.
В принципе, все есть, чтобы отправиться дальше в водный храм.
I'm gonna try quick spins. It's kind of always what I've done for them. Let me see if I can stun lock him the whole way.
And that's a really difficult thing to do. Spike is pretty good at it, though. Let's see.
Man.
Okay, Spike is pretty
Пытался
good.
застанлочить Бонга Спайк круговоротами, но не вышло. Но он все равно с ним справится с легкостью. Вот и босс.
We haven't had any donations for a while, so if you wanna go through and knock out a couple, feel free.
Oh yeah, I can absolutely do that. We have $18 from Danstead. Hey, I know that guy. Greetings all. I'm enjoying this randomizer run so far. Spike is the real hero for playing this rando 2 times for COVID-related causes this week. Let him choose where this money goes. Keep on grooving all and stay safe.
Yeah, any donations for my choice I'll be putting towards my boy Barb Souls. Good friend of mine.
Потихонечку засыпаю. Ну давайте, ребята, чуть-чуть осталось.
Dark Souls file name coming up after this. Shouts to Catalyst with the Dark Souls run coming up.
I actually went through the wrong door over here, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. And we're back. So my goal was to get over to this other chest in here. There is one more key and one more item to be found. And hopefully this is the key.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and trail into here just to knock out Fire Temple. All right, so let me follow this route real quick. So big key flare dances already did those. I should be able to pretty quickly catch right back up to Fant. And then it's us just splitting up our last probably 15 or so checks where the mirror shield could be.
Yeah, so you're going to be getting your 5th medallion. I'm thinking maybe I go clear Forest Temple just to have that out of the way.
Фэн телепортнулся в начало, потому что босс в самом начале сразу же. Он начнет сейчас бахнет босса, потом лесного. А у Спайку останется последний. По-моему, это будет Храм Духов.
You can drop some bombs into one of these holes and damage her in phase 1. My goal
Несложный босс.
Drop 4 bombs into this hole that damage her. You'll hear Volvagia do like the sound effect that she got hit. I'm gonna hammer her and then jump slash her. Shoot her with a bow once and then jump slash again.
В варианте с глючами есть шанс убить босса до того, как он заспавнится, пока он находится под землей. Ну или почти убить. Потом приходите, смотрите катсцену, наносите 1 хп удар и конец.
So there's 1 bomb. That bomb didn't hit. Okay. Neither did that one. Okay.
Again, I'm power crouch stabbing the hammer into the side of the wall just so it cuts out the animation and it'll still give the same ripple effect for knocking this enemy down. So this should be the 3rd small key I need, so...
Ну, поскольку это гличность, видимо, будем уничтожать босса как есть. Чатик уснул, и я уснул тоже. Ча, скоро конец. Вам всем нужно будет проснуться на Dark Souls. Если вы, конечно, хотите его посмотреть. Черный экран, потому что ты с мобилы смотришь. Dark Souls через 1,5 часа.
Mirror Shield is a pretty classic last item you need. And even then, it's not the last item. We're looking for lights as well. There is a decent chance that the light arrows could just be in Ganon's castle, because there are actually 16 locations in there. 8 of them are locked by having gold gauntlets, which we actually don't have right now.
Okay, nothing in Fire Temple. So yeah, I'm gonna go knock out Forest Temple just so I can be doing progress while we look for stuff, and you're gonna be on 5 medallions. And I'll continue to help with the search after that.
Yeah, so mostly just tracing each other's steps. And then, yeah, we'll be moving on. So let's once again talk about, so we got Water Temple. Again, where did you find the Iron Boots?
Iron Boots are in the Storms Grotto outside of Goron City.
Okay. So I should probably go pick those up. Should I go water after this?
I think so. There's 3 items in water. One of them being useless.
Так, мы точно знаем, что в храме воды одна шмотка бесполезна. 1 сундук.
Okay, we know that's dead.
That was a piece of heart. So if you get a piece of heart out of the boss key chest, be a little bit concerning, but I think it was the river chest.
So there's 3 there. Then we can also go out of logic and dive in the lab.
Mm-hmm. Can you shoot the sun?
Boulder Maze south. Oh, this is south. Boulder Maze south. This is for key 4. Bow locked is key 5. And then that should be enough. Yeah. Because I guess the shortcut is just another small key. So yeah, I'm actually just a couple checks away from taking out Volvagia myself.
Very good.
Все еще осталось найти 2 шмотки. Есть большой шанс, что шмотка находится в храме Генона, ну как в храме, в замке Генона. Узнаем это мы только после того, как пойдем в подводный храм. Он будет зачистить и будет понятно. Ну тогда, так они едва ли укладываются в 3 часа. Если бы ботинки пораньше нашли, было бы получше. Ну, вдвоем, с инфой, со всей возможной инфой. Медленно, конечно. Ну, что поделать, это эти парни вроде как обычные казуалы.
I'm a scientist working on sterilization of PPE to address critical shortages in my area, and Zuda runs have been much appreciated background noise during my work. Thanks to everyone for putting on the event and donating so frontline workers can get the PPE they need. Let's kick this virus so I have time to do a Zuda run of my own.
Heck yeah. Yeah, and that's another thing I want to point out about Zuder is like, you don't even like, there's obviously always the stress people bring into it is like, oh, I would never be any good at it. Like, we've done hundreds upon hundreds of seeds, and we're still this bad. We still forget this stuff. No, but like we're trying to obviously go somewhat fast and try to do it in a competitive manner. A lot of like, at the end of the day, a randomizer is just a puzzle.
Шанс на рестимейт с этими парнями очень высок.
Okay, how does the seed want me to go about it and collect all these items? So yeah, again, highly would recommend getting into these. They're a lot of fun. Anyways, go ahead with more donations.
Alrighty, we got $25 from Nadira. Gamers banding together to save the world. Is there anything more beautiful? Spike, Fant, you guys are awesome. Sending you a hug from the digital crowd behind you. Make us proud.
Thank you. We'll try to beat this seed in 40 minutes.
I believe.
Так, Спайк вроде как догнал
Фента.
Фента. Сейчас уничтожит босса, и в принципе, ему нужно будет добрать последний медальон. Он сразу, наверное, пойдет в водный храм.
You'll be fine.
So again, I can one cycle Volvagia if I can get all 9 of these bomb chews off. I don't really want to use all 9 of them, but we'll see. If not, we can get 7 and then go for a 2 cycle.
Want me to squeeze another one or two?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, got $25 from Polarity Bear 34. Ocarina of Time was the very first video game I ever owned, and it's so wacky to see it this way. Not the ice traps, though. Those are the perfect thing to cool down the spicy Thai curry I'm enjoying the stream with. Please share. That sounds really good right now. And $5 from TFK204 just says, Spike, you fool!
I'm sorry. I tried to finagle something weird to get a 1 cycle right there. Alright, so we're gonna have to use the fairy up
a
now.
little bit annoying there.
Друг за другом они гонятся. Наконец Спайк закончил с драконом. И... Ну, он должен в храм воды отправиться. Ну, почти закончил. Других вариантов просто нет. Остался только храм воды. Там медалька. Медальон храма воды. Осталось получить свет. И, в принципе, щит. Но щит может не понадобиться. Дракон. Эх, дракон, дракон. Так, так. Оп.
We have $50 from Ziggy98. Zelda randomizers are guaranteed good time. Can't wait to find the Master Sword in a random grotto. I actually don't remember where we found the Master Sword.
Yeah, thankfully in these, so the Master Sword is the only one of the swords that we don't randomize. Child at least has access to Deku sticks, so that's a different way we can deal sword-like damage. The Master Sword is just always in the Master Sword location. I actually don't think there is a way to shuffle the Master Sword. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that off the top of my head, but I've never seen anybody do it.
Right, that's certainly... And there's about 100 goofy settings you can slap on. Yeah, we found it in the Temple of Time. Hey, the Temple of Time was on the way of the hero. That is true.
It was indeed.
So yeah, let's grab these irons and then go down to water.
You can keep going on donations.
Alrighty, just feel free to interrupt whenever you need me to. For sure. Stop. All right, got $100 from Neuro Nerd Girl. So excited to see an impromptu virtual GDQ for the COVID crisis. Such a perfect format for everyone to do some good while we're stuck inside. Had to donate during the Ocarina of Time randomizer. Thanks to GDQ for acting quick and
Снимает бутсы и, ну, все, теперь пора в подводный данж.
Have $50 from Ace Custom. Corona sucks, so have $50. Yeah, I can dig it.
Пара, парарара.
The Master Sword cannot be. I opened chat just to see if anyone knew. Okay.
Не, это не та
I was like,
мелодия.
I actually don't.
Мелодия воды.
Chat keeping us honest.
Got a little bit greedy in the falling ceiling room.
Я не помню.
Because I forgot, oh yeah, you do need to press the button here.
Oh yeah,
order
you
to
thought
go
you were gonna
through,
go all
yeah.
the way across. You got naughty. You thought that unlocked the chest, not the door.
Лол, просто перестань лагать.
Yeah, I did.
Лол.
There you go.
There it is. All right, so 3 items left here in Water Temple. Let's start peeking through. We know one was on the river chest, which is basically like the deepest chest we could possibly look through.
What did he get out of the gilded chest?
In forest?
No, in water, if you haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, I just got here.
Okay. Darn, the green pose not being a little friendly today. But it's fine. No, play in co-op
Check one. Nope.
without getting pieces of heart everywhere.
Пошло дело у
you kind of
Спайка.
don't get health refills too often. I've been on these same like 3.5
Первый
hearts
ключ
for
найден.
Yeah,
quite some time.
Ключи нам не
no,
сильно
and
нужны.
with Ice Trap Mayhem on, yeah. And I enjoy that aspect. I like that there's a little bit more of a question of like, oh, if I mess up some fight, I'm very likely gonna take a death somewhere. Also, you see me constantly throughout this, now that we have the iron boots, we're gonna be swapping them on and off with those D-pad functions throughout the dungeon. In the middle of the water, so there isn't nearly as much pausing or anything. Let's see if I can get 2 quick spins here. All right, that was a good fight.
One thing really nice about Water Temple as well is in Randomizer you can get the hover boots earlier than you're supposed to. Well, I guess OOT's broken enough, you could probably get the hover boots in
I mean, yeah, you can get wherever you want, but yeah.
Usually, yeah, you're not supposed to have the hover boots in Water Temple, but man, hover boots, they allow you to do so many very nice time-saving strats, and Water Temple's probably the biggest use for them. I'd say the hover boots are more useful in Water Temple than they are in the Shadow Temple.
Yeah, if it weren't for like one gap in Shadow Temple, that initial gap past the torches, you almost like wouldn't really care about the hovers in Shadow. Small key, small key, small key.
Все еще находим маленькие ключи на Спайке. Потихонечку заканчивает Фэнд с лесным храмом. Напоминаю, что нам в принципе нужны стрелы света, чтобы сразиться с Ганоном, и, возможно, щит отражения, который, в принципе, пригодится для того, чтобы просто добраться до Ганона.
No way is it going to be in Baronade. Nothing valuable has ever been on Baronade. By the way, did you ever check the slingshot location?
The target in the woods, that's double defense if you wanted it.
That's right, yeah. Nah, we're fine. I'm at 9
Yeah,
hearts.
that's one of those if you happen to be walking by. Also, I found my like 90th ice trap in a seed with 30 of them. Baronade is the boss of Jabu Jabu. Sure, let's just start reading chat. Why not? Yeah, it's a bit of a time commitment to take that check out. Oh. So I elected not to go for it because we did have quite a bit to catch up on. I
And
just
really
got
quick.
destroyed by the boulder. Okay, you know what? Here's gonna be the strat. We're gonna come up here. We're gonna kill these idiots. We're just gonna wait for the boulder to come by.
I got hit by Phantom Ganon. Oh man.
Again, just putting them on for just a second, then taking them off. You can actually swim around with the iron boots on if you're holding Z and you start swimming around.
Alright, so there's Forest Temple done. So I've collected 5 medallions, Spike's on 5 medallions. So yeah, we're just hunting for that mirror shield. And
Alright.
in spirit, Spike, did you ever check the torch rooms in there?
I didn't have magic at the time, and I was there as an adult.
Yeah, so I think since
we know
I need to go there anyway. Yeah, I'll let me finish my thoughts.
Go for it.
Since I need to go there as a child anyway, I think I'll knock that out now and just double check and make sure we're not going to get burned by the fire locked locations.
Took me a second to process that one. So there's 2 items left in water. I have the boss key. Boss key was vanilla. Oh man, if this is horseback archery. We have all the items we need
Все шмотки, что есть,
beat all dungeons.
и все шмотки, что нам нужны, чтобы закончить игру, у нас есть.
Like, it could be the thing.
Почти все. Медальон остался один парень.
Like, we don't need it, but...
Alright, I'm going to finish up a couple things I should have done a while ago. I'm gonna go check Frogs in the Rain. Spike, did you finish that up or?
No, I have not been back to child yet.
But the other 3 locations in the river have been checked.
Oh, the river, yeah. The river's nothing else. You're not gonna worry about it. I say, who in chat is rooting for it to be on horseback archery?
I don't think the GDQ staff will be. That will take some time to go through those dungeons.
That will take a little bit of time to go over there. Because that is truly a last location if Mirror Shield or Lights are over there.
Did you check the top of GTG?
I did. I knocked that out at least.
Okay. So we'll see. I'm feeling good about Frogs 2. Frogs 1 here. Frogs in the Rain.
Oh, here's something I can do real quick. GTG. Okay, so to note, Toilet does have an item in it.
Okay, that is something we can access.
Yeah, I realize we have access to this nice little handy-dandy screen in the pause menu, where you can pause and check like how much you've got, where your medallions and stones are and everything. So yeah, I've got 2 excess GTG keys. I had to spend 7 to get to the center of the maze, and there are at least 2 left over, and I had 2 still with me.
Whoa.
Так, Фэнд решил исполнить 6 мелодий. Окей. Ну тут, по-моему, магию ему дадут. Зачем он сюда вернулся? Магия еще нужна?
Mirror Shield is in the water temple in Central Pillar.
Oh, baby. All right.
Golly. Okay.
And
we've got a chance.
You said that as I got frozen from Frogs in the Rain. So yeah, now we're just gonna go finish dungeons and hunt for those light arrows.
All right, so it's not go mode. You can call this no mode. You can call it glow mode. Although Wooden Barrel will think you're stupid if you call it glow mode. I call it glow mode.
Glow mode's fine. Light arrows glow.
All right, so we already have all the keys we need. I'll probably snag some of the quicker checks along the way here in Spirit, because there is the chance he's gonna give us a hint telling us your light arrows are locked away here, but he could tell us they're in a place where we don't actually have the item to get in there. Let me actually, this one's quick enough. I'm gonna go ahead and snag these with fire arrows. This will be 4 relatively quick checks.
Где же последняя и самая важная шмотка осталась, чтобы закончить с этим боссом из спидраном?
Okay, those are bomb shoes. That means small keys 4 and 5 are on the torches and the mirror shield lock chest here. So that was good because that knocked out a couple other rooms that I could have gone into. Now it's just the 3 here at the top of Spirit. One of those could have our lights.
Okay, so that's an alternative way of taking care of the Stalfos. So if you break a Deku stick, you can just hit him a bunch of times until he falls into the abyss. And then you don't have to worry about him anymore. That's intentionally what I was going for there, I promise.
Now he's having a long shot there, but yeah, you can use long shot to skip over that entire room. If you have a hook shot, you should be doing what I was starting to do there in that room. Just shoot out the skull and go to the halfway point. Then you can kind of hold Z going up in the wall and never knock you off. Come on, lights. Nope.
I'm waiting for Gan to tell us, did you find my light arrows inside Jabu's belly?
I'm gonna be so sad. I'm gonna be so sad.
Alright, so I'll be trailing Spike for a little bit as I go get my mirror shield and then head into Spirit Temple. But I am going to get all the key information, and it should be pretty fast.
And you can come over here and just do a nifty little backflip right there, and that'll hit the mirror up top, or hit the sun up top. Well, I found 2 heart containers up here in the top of Spirit. So that's kind of cool.
I got ahead of myself. I warped all the way to Spirit.
You were like, oh,
wait a minute, no. Nope, only one person in this seed has, or in this cooperative, friendly competition, has the mirror shield. It's not me.
So there is one more item in Water Temple. So if he tells us water, it's the only thing we can run into. We don't know exactly where it is. Could have been on Dark Link, could have been on Dragon Statue Chest.
Did you take into account that the one I already said was barren?
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Так, пожалуйста, осталось 20 минут. Просто найдите.
So I don't need any small keys in Water Temple, actually. It's pretty nice. So I just need to go over here, lower the water, go into the central pillar, and then I'm done. Until I have to come back.
With the crouch stab, you can just kind of wedge yourself in right here and get hit still every once in a while. I actually don't know why that is.
Осталось так немножко. До победы.
Last hit, Noboru in the Iron Knuckle outfit showing her dominance. And now we've got the Twin Robo fight. The Twin Robo fight is conceptually, I think, a really cool fight.
Еще вроде
In
4 утра, нет?
execution, I don't like this fight.
Where are my small keys?
О чем это я?
Oh, you already got them on there. Okay.
Не хочу спать.
Just double check.
Пожалуйста, отпустите. Что за люди? Найдите шмотку и это.
Trust me here. The biggest thing you can do here, and ooh, she didn't move, is that you can actually hook shot and keep them in place. And I'm gonna hold out till they're about to hit me, and then aim that shot again. They can actually, the fact that
Щит есть, окей,
the
хорошо.
red one, I don't know which one is which, didn't move. That was very good. Now the red one's gonna shoot again. I'm letting the blue one move a little bit. Okay, still got the third shot. At best, you can have one of them do 3 blasts in a row and never move. They can waste a lot of time here.
Манипулируем босса, делаем вид, что отправляем хукшот, не крутится на месте и получает луч в лицо.
Shot the last blast so that they're spinning, and that kind of breaks the possibility of that happening. Now I'm going to store a power crouch step, storing my jump slash damage. Jump. Now I'll have that for my crouch stabs later, and now I'll get the 3 ice attacks here. Once Twin Roba goes under half health, then it's random. It's a 50-50 which one she'll use. But when she's above that, she'll always use 3 of one, 3 of the other. Now I'm going to stand on the platform, get in my crouch position, catch that, miss it at first. Would? That's never happened before. All right, 4, 5.
Надо было включить прекрасные звуки.
I've never seen that before. We saved it because we stood up, but I've never seen that. It completely went underneath her.
Surely, you know, never seeing
Они разделились, получается, один водный пошел, другой.
GDQ. What was that, dude? I was like just slightly too far forward. Wow, that was crazy. I'm glad it worked out.
All right, so did you clear all of Spirit Temple, or do we have some locations left?
Spirit is done. The last two locations are the regular torches and the single mirror shield check. And both of them have to be the other small keys.
Okay, very good.
I did, and I'm very genuine about it. I don't want to make people make it feel cheap. That we got there. Thankfully, we got bomb shoes in Spirit Temple, so I can check Ganon's castle. But okay.
Прости, выбрать, если мы нам дали настройку, мы бы настроили.
The big chest in the big room. So just fire arrows or dense
Обычно
fire,
дают модеры, но сейчас не дают.
Yeah, grab another 10 pack of cheese.
Да, мы не в силах как-то на это повлиять.
Yeah, because I spent my last one doing the fancy strategy for Shadow Temple. So this is just to protect myself if that location is indeed required.
All right, Chad, get in your guesses. Is it Way of the Hero Lake Hylia? We did find a strength there already, but could lights be out there? Could it be Jabu Jabu's belly? That would be terrible if you're voting for that. Even worse, Ganon's castle. That's the most locations, but half of them are locked by an item we don't have. The gold gauntlets. One item left in Water Temple, you could predict that.
Yeah. If you want to really ruin our day, you're looking for Gerudo's Fortress.
Gerudo's Fortress would just be terrible. I would straight up question. I'd be like, who vetted this seat? They're not in Gerudo's Fortress. If they say Gerudo's Fortress, I'm surprised. I'll just say surprised. No big Goron sword here, so we can't do as quick kills with these enemies. I pull back, try to charge up.
Что ж, Спайк где-то отправился в Генон. В замок Генона. В надежде найти святого и стрелы и, наконец, закончить этот прекрасный ран. Он немного токсичный получился и душный.
Almost have to 100% regardless, because then you'll need gold gauntlets, you'll need the hammer, you'll need the long shot. All right, are they in the validation chest? We will look at this one though. Gold gauntlets are in the validation chest.
Золотые перчатки. Окей, они выпали раньше, это плохо.
Okay, so now that unlocked 9 locations for us, all very close by. I almost just want to go down and check them. All right, so this is pretty scary with Master Sword. I'm going to try. 1, 2, 3. Didn't even charge one of them. Do I have fairies?
Опасные воины. Есть шанс, что Спайк сейчас отлетит. Держи, братик. Пока они в арморе, они бьют в основном по прямой. И очень медленно.
Do we have anything? Oh, this is the strat, dude. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. We have Nehru's Love. Let's go, dude. I haven't used Nehru's Love in like
у него есть бессмертие. Что ж, ему пригодилось бессмертие. Как говорится, пок, чамп, как в танке проедем.
Man, I'm gonna have to use my skill though, because I do not have Nehru's Love. You even have double defense, Spike. What's going on over there?
Oh, yeah, dude. I took like 5 hits to the mouth. It was great.
Если бы у него не было двойной защиты, он бы отъехал.
So yeah, we got Nehru's Love from Dompe's racing game. Forever ago, back at the beginning of the scene, I was like, oh, that's cute. We'll never use it. Once every 200 seeds, you call upon them. Honestly, in co-op, you end up with less health, but I have double defense, so that I really shouldn't have to use it. With the power of friendship.
Alright, because Spike gave me all the key information, I can just bypass this fight room here.
Что-то я не очень понял. Он вошел к боссу в комнату, то он же не сможет его победить.
Alright, enjoy the hunts while I finish up Spirit Temple here.
So, with the gold
он подсказывает.
gold gauntlets, I'd be like, oh no. But because we have the gold gauntlets, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first go to the light trial.
В общем, где-то в его замке есть стрелы.
Их
нужно найти. Без них не победить. Это может занять очень много времени, потому что... А они в начале, ну не в начале, а где-то час назад, может быть полтора, говорили, что Гэннон скажет, где находятся эти стрелы. Он дает подсказку. Он дает подсказку. У Гэннона, да. Много IQ.
Hey, we can...
Спайк говорит, но мы его не слышим. Пожалуйста, игра, развалься.
So I just want to interrupt. That's how you're supposed to do an iron knuckle fight, as I took out Nobiru here.
Бомб-чу. Бомб-чу.
Oh man.
Big Goron Sword. О, игра. Игра. Просто золотые световые стрелы, пожалуйста.
Oh, we are now in Act 12. So, Spike, I'm sorry, but I get to take over. So, yeah, I'm sure, you know, the Big Goron Sword gonna be very useful for Spike. You know, I'm good enough at this game. I'm not gonna need the Big Goron Sword there, and you know, you can't hear Spike complaining to me about, hey, that's not fair. I can't talk. I can't respond. Well, I have the power now, and I use that power to miss a shot on Twin over here. So that's probably my karma, instant karma for making that joke. But how are you doing, Spike? Is it Gold Gauntlets locked? Okay.
Пожалуйста, световые стрелы. Супер душный сит. Как им так повезло, непонятно. Они, типа, Спайк еще пропустил эти боты.
And should be a free one cycle on Twin over here. And there we go. So that's 6 medallions.
Great,
we're gonna go follow Spike into Ganon's castle. And Spike, what check number are you on there?
I'm going into the water trial for 12 and 13.
Okay, he's going into the water trial for 12 and 13. Super fast checks, and we'll see if that's where we need to go. All right, Spike, you're back.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back for check 12. Is it 12? Nope, the gold scale. All right. Surely it's 13.
Это 13.
Lucky number 13.
О.
Right side water trial. Okay.
Окей, хорошо. Изи клэп, они в теории укладываются в 3 часа.
And I just finished up
Easy
spirits.
clap,
I'll
easy
be
clap.
following you in there shortly.
Покчем. Погерспок. Погью.
Doing my last, well, my second to last equip of the run. Putting on the Megaton Hammer and Empty Bottle and Light Arrows. So, the only reason why we did Light Arrows...
Really quick. Let me interrupt real quick. Do you have any Deku Nuts?
I've got 40. I'm good.
All right. You know what to do. You know what must be done.
Oh, yeah. Do you have Deku Nuts?
I only have 11.
All right, that's enough. You only need 10.
We'll more on that later.
Yeah. All right. So we've got the light arrows on. We only need the light arrows to shoot one light arrow at Ganondorf to knock him down. Ideally one. We'll see.
Нам должна понадобиться всего одна стрела. Всего одна световая стрела. Из всех стрел, что у нас есть, из всей магии, что у нас есть, всего одна световая стрела, чтобы поместить его в состояние уязвимости и поверхности. Фэн тоже торопится, быстренько бежит. У каждого ящика свой номер, он берет ящик номер 13, собирает и бежит к Гану. Как же лагает. А еще стрела же понадобится на основном боссе. Получается, одному из них пошло бы 6 часов, чтобы это пройти. Ну или 5. Скорее всего 5, потому что они бы все проверяли.
And by anything, we mean anything.
Не слышно Спайка где-то, очень жаль. Что-то они там шутят интересное. Не узнаем мы никогда.
Alright, Spike's muted again. I'm gonna give him real-time commentary without seeing it. Yeah, so he is doing normally you do a jump slash in there to beat the boss, but literally anything else in the game will deal the same amount of damage as a hookshot hit or a Deku Nut. So Spike's gonna throw 10 Deku Nuts on Ganon, defeat him with that phase 1, and then get on to, oh man, I'm taking a death to the Iron Knuckle. Yeah, so Spike, how are you doing here? Almost done.
I'm doing great. I'm watching the cutscene. About to throw 10 nuts at Ganon. I'm gonna say it because we can't say it on stream. I'm gonna nut on Ganon. Okay.
You're back.
Welcome back. All right, we've got 10 Deku Nuts. All right, we're gonna roll through, throw the Deku Nut. We're gonna roll through, roll back through, throw the Deku Nut. But yeah, if you did a Master Sword jump slash going into this, then you could actually do a hit with a crouch stab with either the Megaton Hammer or the big Goron sword, and that'll work. I'm showing this as if you've got nothing else to do, or you just want the easiest strategy ever, throw Deku Nuts.
Насколько хвост можно не бить, а просто главное нанести ему какой-то урон единичный. Можно бросать орехи. И вот Спайк Вегета с гордостью заканчивает спидран, хватает меч. Всего один противник во всей игре, который получает урон от орехов, является самым сильным противником.
Okay,
we got the one cycle on Ganondorf.
Первый цикл на фейнте. Сейчас будет догонять. Ну, не будет догонять, потому что сейчас Зельда посветит лучом, и это 51, 51, 43 какой-нибудь. 3, 4, 5. Бей мечом, Линк. 51, 50. 2, 3, 3. 51, 53. Покчам.
So this whole time with this final Ganon cutscene, you know, Link releases or like kind of like comes or pulls back in astonishment, like, what the heck is this pig? Oh my gosh, it's so horrible. I didn't really notice what he was actually reacting to until I started playing on console recently, and that's just the sheer number of frames that you do not get in this final Ganon fight. Boy, I swear, chugging at like 4 or 5 FPS at some points. It is not
От чего так ужасается Линк? От чего же он так ужасается? От ужасного чудовища или от того, что у него улетел меч? Нет. Он ужасается от того, сколько кадров теряет эта прекрасная сцена.
That's one, two more. There's two.
Из-за лагов.
And if I could get it, come on, where's your tail? There's 3. Okay. And that's like the difference that crouch stab storing makes.
Со молотом побыстрее немножечко. Он падает, молот много дамажит.
I'd have to do 10 hammer stabs in order to take him out. Or you could actually use the hook shot. I mean, you could damage the tail with the hook shot. It's pretty incredible that you can just use anything. Oh, got stuck on his toe. It's fine. There's 3. 4. One more hit. Oh, not gonna give it to me.
Концовка уже близится.
And he's down. So time's coming up very soon.
53, 40. Ну, тоже будет 50, где-то 6 или 7.
Good job, Zelda, you did it.
Молодец, Zelda, ты сделал. Большая молодец.
Did I win? Yes, I won the co-op.
You won the co-op, yes, it's right. Good job.
2:54.
All right, here we go, and
0:6.
GG.
О, GG.
So what was our final time for both of us?
Это можно было сделать как и минимум в 1,5 раза быстрее. Если быть чуть-чуть более внимательным. И использовать хотя бы элементарный глич, как ESS. Или HES. Бесконечное скольжение. Почему же бесконечный полет использовать? Или использовать фреймы Линка как атакующие. В общем, много можно было инструментов использовать, но они ничего не использовали. Буквально просто знали, куда идти. И немножко знали, где все находится. Там, где сундуки лежат, где дырки, или отверстия, или как они там назывались. В общем, пустоты, куда можно провалиться. Они знали, где они все находятся, и нигде не проваливались. Знали, что делать. Примерно так выглядит спидран, если ты делаешь его без гличей. Своего рода любой процент. Очень тяжело было заруинить, но они постарались, они были близки. Плюс еще интернет дудосил.
To go back to all those Song of Storm locations to find all our items.
Go mode items, which is pretty incredible. We had the magic and the hover boots in bottom of the well. The iron boots, so both boots were locked, which led to the mirror shield. And that's the one location in Water Temple that's actually locked by the iron boots. You can get to everything else without the iron boots and having 2 skills.
Yeah, we flat out needed it. Could have potentially done with gold skill.
I think that's it for us.
Yep. So, all right, guys. Thanks everyone for watching. Yep. This was a ton of fun.
Всем спасибо, кто смотрел. Нам совсем скоро присоединится следующий комментатор. No Dark Souls.